What's good, guys? Boy, good Savage. Ends, man. Back again. Hangover Live. Game week 1. The Prem is back. Blood clot, bro. It's back, man. It's back. It's back, bro. How you feeling about it? I'm not gonna pretend to do the Piers Morgan thing.
Yeah, no, you gotta do the Piers Morgan
I'm
thing.
not gonna pretend that I didn't speak to you behind the scenes.
No, please.
That's dark. Hey, how you doing, Ends? Well, I just asked you that already. So if you want to tell the people that you are, feel free. But I ain't asking.
Raw. I'm alright, man. I'm alright, man. It's all good. The Prem is back. It's good to talk football. The Hangover, my show is back. So yeah, man, I'm here, bro. I'm here to see. And man, I don't know what's coming up or what's going on. I'm normally in the know, but today I'm not ITK in it. I'm just sitting here.
Nah, light one, bro. Light one. Just want to cover the Premier League games, really. Little overview of how the weekend's gone. Little bit of Liverpool, but not too much. Because you know what I mean. I'm not here for that. But big up Skywalker in the chat. But yeah, man, how you feeling as an overhaul of the Premier being back? Does it feel different, or do you feel like a continuation of last season, or is it just like, yeah, it's whatever, bro?
Do you know what? I don't. Yes, I think I'm leaning into what it is, whatever. I think it's because the World Cup was on. I think if we went the whole summer and there was no football, then you had to wait. Championship will kick off first, and you're like, yeah, good. Then the other leagues will start, and then the Premier League will start. But I think it's because the World Cup's been on, and I've been able to just watch the teams play, like just players that I watch in general play football. What we're talking about, maybe like a month off, maybe a month off. But between that, there was the preseason games anyway. So there weren't like a massive break to go, football's back. But first week, some good things, some bad things, some good goals, some not so good goals, some bad defending, some good defending. But I think maybe week 2, week 3, start getting into the swing of it. I feel a little bit different, man.
Yeah, what I found out this weekend is I've got an unhealthy obsession with football, bro. Like, I watch way too much football. Don't get me wrong, like everything I watch isn't as intense as like a Liverpool game, because some stuff I just not on in the background, but I'm doing work and I've got a screen on, so I'm trying to tune into some stuff. Obviously, if you've got certain ways of watching football and VPNs and that, multi-screen will be multi-screening. So, do you get me? So I'm up to date, bro. It's like a transfer center in my yard, bro. There's screens everywhere, bro.
And they're all different languages as well, which is
bare different languages, random countries, and that. Do you get me? League on's on for no reason. I don't know why it's on. It's just on.
Whatever game is on, we'll watch.
But obviously, there was a stepping stone into the season, and because obviously, unless you just watch the Prem, then you just waited for this. Whereas the World Cup's done. Started off with, I think, the Scottish League. I think first I saw.
Yeah,
so
it would have been the Scottish League.
And then we went into the Championship. I watched Championship last week. Some of it this week. Then they've done League on, Liga. I watched half the PSG game, the first half, and then I caught the rest on highlights. And then I just realized I watched bare live games, bro. But it's good for it to be back. There's a show of intent. There's loads of things that I've noticed already. The World Cup is definitely not going to help some teams. I feel like, once we get to like December time, you'll see people's legs falling off. And then the lesser teams are not fucking around, bro. And it feels like all teams have smart an opportunity to just go for it. Whatever that means, whether it means winning the trophy or just beating one of the big teams, they just said, fuck it. And the ones that are most organized and the ones that are ready and the ones that are most consistent will win these leagues 100%. And that it might not make for the most fun football, but for that team, that club, their manager, they'll feel just fine, man. So it's
and actually, isn't it? Football is just going down a different path at the moment, man. So it's like we come from the school of enjoyment, entertainment, Joga Benito, players expressing themselves on the pitch. And now most of the times you watch it now, it's just system football, and you're just like, it's football. I watch it. You know what I mean? It is what it is. And I think a lot of the lower teams, when you speak about they're gonna go for it, I think they've adapted to that system now. They're like, as long as we put together a good system, we stand a good chance to beating these teams. Because when you're looking at like profile or weapons on the pitch, it's like, we got fast players as well. We got strong players as well. We got players that can spray a pass. But it's about putting the system to allow them to utilize these skill sets. And bro, the way we'll get into the games obviously, but I've seen some of the teams utilize their players' skill sets proper, like actual weaponry, Man said, "Yep, I'm going to the vest and I'm pulling this off and I'm gonna use it in this way." And that's all I've seen in the Premier League games so far, bro. They're not messing around. But again, is it because it's the first game week? You know what I mean? First game week, a lot of teams want to show something, innit? Everyone's not as fit. People are still learning different systems. You know what I mean? Teams are already settled, you know what I mean? They'll just continue doing what they're doing. But I don't know. I don't know when's a good timeline to go, okay, now you can see that everything's leveling out.
I don't know
I
if
don't know, man.
the fact that it's week 1, I don't know how I'm gonna cope with this kind of football. It's not fun, and it does seem like it's the most fun I can get now is watching the lesser team play against a big team and wanting that team to win. Seriously, that's our part of the weekend, but fuck it, man. Let's get into the Premier League results and. Started. All right, man. The Premier League kicked off Friday. Arsenal live from the Emirates, the champions, and it doesn't even hurt to say, man. At this point,
Yeah.
I just I'm not doing the cope thing, bro. Like, I don't know if you saw this game.
I did. I saw some of it, not all of it. But from what I saw, bro, yeah. You can clearly tell, yeah, Arsenal are a team that understands to a T what the manager wants. You can clearly see that they're a unit as a squad, yeah. But I also feel you can still get at them. I just feel like no one's gonna. But the only problem is, I don't think no one's gonna risk doing it. I think everyone's just gonna be like, you know what I mean? We'll just keep it tight, see what happens, and then if we score, we score. But by then you could be a goal down, and then you ain't scoring. So, so you might as well have just gone for the game. I think eventually that will swing. I just don't know when, if it's going to be this season or the following one. But I think, yeah, they've got a good squad. They've got a good team. I think Virgil touched on it as well when he said if you look at their team in it, they've got loads of players. You know, they've got backups to the backups as well. So they're okay in that instance. I think the goals could they have been avoidable? Probably. Keeper was flapping a little bit though, but I guess that's his first little bout into the Premier League, in it. So you can kind of understand why he was flapping at a few of them. I think defensively as well, Coventry was they tried to do. I think they played 5 at the back, bro, and I was just like, bro, Arsenal don't attack like that. Why do you need 5 at the back? But 5 at the back still looked open. So I don't know if that's their normal way of playing. So unless he changed it for this particular game, I don't know. But nah, man, they are the champions, and they look like the champions on the day. Still, just slap up this little U team and let's move on to the other games, innit? We ain't got time to be sitting around waiting to slap these man up real quick. I like that Solis, or is it Solis or Zolis, or whatever his name is? I like him still, man. I saw him against City in the Community Shield game, and I was just like, I think he's just mad efficient. He just does things simple, bro. He just plays 1-2 run cross, 1-2 run shoot. Like just simple. He don't.
Honestly, I don't even have too much to say on this game. I watched it. You always watch and hope that one of the new. It's not even so much because I hate Arsenal. I just for the fun of it, like why would I want Arsenal to win? As soon as they kicked off, Coventry were decent for about 8 minutes, and then I was like, "Oh, Lampard, I see what you've done here. Naivety, bro. This is what happens every season. One of these teams think they can come up and play against the fucking champions, bro, and just think you can do this." Arsenal just mad patient with what they're doing and forced Coventry to make mistakes. I don't even think that they did anything great to score the goals. Goals were taken well, but didn't do anything great. I'm with you. Solis definitely in the 2 games in a week against Man City and against Coventry. The beauty of him as a winger is what's missing from the game. And I think I heard you say it in the watch along with Ring Ponga, maybe. His whole thing is, bro, how can I get the ball as quick into the box to the striker? He's not messing around. So when he puts the ball down, if he jinks one, he's crossing it. If it's an early cross, everyone else is jinking twice and standing up their player. He ain't on that, bro. He ain't on that at all, bro. And for that reason, they get it. But there's not too much takeaway in terms of Arsenal's play, because at the end of the day, it's Arsenal. They're the champions. They're playing against a team that just got promoted. There's 23 places between us in the last season, so can't take too much away from it. But apart from the fact that they just did their job. So It's one of
Thanks,
those.
bro.
I got an insatiable appetite for life, and I want more.
Man, like G from the gantry.
Come on, my G. What you saying,
What's
Savage,
going
man?
on?
What you saying?
Big game, bro.
What you man dealing with? You good?
All good, man. All good, man. You know the
Thanks
vibes,
for
bro.
asking, because Sav didn't want to ask, but thanks for
No,
asking.
I did, but I just asked behind the scenes, and I'm not asking again on some Hollywood thing, bro. It's man Anton Deck, bro. Who was in the green room, bro.
No, but that's where you go. That's your prep station. Did you prep?
No, because I can't take TV shows serious. I think it's an idiot thing, bro. Like you're watching Graham Norton and that. It's like, oh, we got Will Smith on the show. My brother, you was just in the green. You seen him?
Yeah,
But the viewers don't know, to be fair. But the viewers don't know.
They don't.
Yeah,
know.
but you were both doing makeup next to each other, bro.
Yeah, but I'm saying the viewers don't know that if you've asked that question, Savage. That's all. That's
It's
all.
about
That's-
creating that ambience of what the show is like, innit? They're like,
Oh, he really does care about his about him. You know what I mean? He's always
right.
asking like how he is in that. Savage, bro. I ain't spoke to you for time, bro. Like, are you good?
Well, yeah, that's a valid question. I ain't spoke to you. Like, yeah, I'm all right, bro. That's what I'm saying. This is a valid one. I spoke there was 6 minutes to go before we went live. I spoke to end for 6 minutes.
Oh, okay, fair. So ends, you've
No,
had quite a long time to, you know what I mean, to chat.
gee, go back to what we said. It's about not the viewers.
Yeah, sorry.
No, man. What are you saying anyway? Arsenal commentary. We're just trying to fly through these results at the moment, but
Yeah. No, I was listening to what you said. Literally, there was nothing really to take away. There was, as you said, 23 odd places between them. That's exactly what the game looked like. Like there was 23 odd places between them. It's the home of the champion. Like you just knew that result was coming. So yeah, it was what it was.
yeah, they just did what they were meant to do, and I think any
Literally.
Arsenal, Liverpool, Man City, you win the league and that you're expecting to, bro. It's almost like the Premier League gifted them clubs in it. Go mash them up, bro. I think we had it before. We finished a point behind City. Next season we had Norwich on the first game. Just smoke them and get out of there, bro.
Yeah,
get the 3 points, get top of the table. They instantly go straight back to the top, and then everyone's chasing already, bro. Moving on from there, Everton versus Crystal Palace. Everton 2, Palace 0. I didn't say this just because G came on. It just happened to be the next game.
I feel like that wasn't your next game, but go on.
I feel like I'm looking because I saw whole Man United, so I don't know.
Exactly. Ends exactly. I saw whole Man United as well.
Pay attention to the bottom of the screen,
No,
bro.
I'm prepped for that's the next game. I'm like, okay, I remember.
Okay, but Savage, just let me ask you, why would you put that at the bottom of the screen?
Because yeah, brother, I'm trying to. I don't really want to give away the glitz and glam of Hollywood, bro. But I have my own notes in front of me, innit? You know what? For the imbeciles, bro. Hull versus Manchester United. How did you feel about that?
No, gee, don't say your thank you.
No. Let's do Hull versus Manchester United. Also 2-0.
I was ecstatic. I was ecstatic.
They got caught, bro.
Because they were shit, bro. They were.
This
so
was the
shit.
12:30 kickoff, wasn't it? So I think most people got to watch this game on TNT. If you didn't watch this game, Man U fans will tell you that they still played really well. It was just a couple of set pieces. I will tell you that they played all right, but they got bopped. And for these, let's not fool each other by saying that a team played better because their stats seem better. Brother, if my manager set out a game plan for us to go on the pitch and execute, and the execution was, we're playing against Manchester United, we just came from the Championship, they're going to have most of the ball, we'll use the energy of our fans, we'll use pace and power against them, we'll use strength, bully them out the game, and if we get set pieces to have a chance, we'll go for it. If that's my game plan, I'll win. I don't give a damn if I had 39% possession, bro.
Yeah.
I won the game, innit? That's what we set out to do. There's this thing now where everyone's trying to cope with their team. Oh, we played better because we had... No, I hear it if you've had fucking 17 shots on target and it was just one of those days, bro. But man, you got Bob still, and they looked a bit disjointed, and they need a left back, bro, because Luke Shaw's been there since Rosa Parks was there, bro. This geezer he's the longest serving Premier League player, bro. And the person who's second to him is Gomez. And I'm confused here that both of their legs fell off at one point, innit? How big up them two, but how have they lasted at Liverpool and Man U with no kneecaps for that long, bro?
Good personalities, bro. It must be, Sav. That's the only way.
100.
Has to be a good personality, bro. Because you can't be like, I can't be turning up to work and being sick all the time and taking time off, and then my bosses just go, he's been a valuable member of the team for 15 years. Like that don't even sound right. I've been missing for like 10 of it. Like I've literally been out for seasons on seasons. I swear there was one point Luke Shaw didn't play for like 2 years, bro.
Bro, don't
feel
Luke
like
Shaw
he
make you
didn't-
don't Luke Shaw make you feel old, bro. I remember when he got
Southampton.
into the Southampton team, bro.
That's crazy.
Because Fingy signed him, innit? Lou Van Gaal signed him, I think.
I think it was Van Gaal, yeah.
Yeah.
That means Benteke was at Liverpool when he was brother.
Remember Mourinho
Yeah,
called
he
him
was.
fat? Like, it's all mad.
When Benteke scored that bicycle kick and we lost to Man U, he was on the pitch, bro.
Yeah.
Martial's debut. Luke Shaw was on the pitch, bro. He's gone through Zlatan and Falcao and Rooney and Di Maria. He's gone through all of
Still
them. Bro.
here.
He might have been here when Nicky Butt was here, you know. I ain't gonna lie, bro. Something.
How can you be the like? Let me know. I don't know if you guys have ever been in this situation, but maybe work in life. You are the last man standing. Because imagine you're there with a crop of players, maybe 18 players, right? You're a part of the 18.
Yeah.
And then in like 5 to 10 years, the whole 17 new blood. There's no one from the old, just you and 17 new players. How the hell does that feel, bro? Like it's just you and none of your brethren.
Bro, I ain't gonna lie. This sounds like I'm exaggerating. He's had at least 70 teammates, bro.
Yeah.
Maybe it's probably more than that, bro. But that's me being conservative, bro. Like, because I can't think of anyone else who's been there really long. Like, if you think of it, the longest serving person away from Luke Shaw now is probably like Maguire or Rashford, isn't it?
Yeah,
exactly,
Rashford,
bro.
yeah, 'cause
and
Rashford's
he's doubled Rashford's time already. So, I don't. Virgil's been here for 10 years, bro. Virgil's going into his 10th year. Virgil's going into his 10th year at Liverpool, bro.
Yeah.
Shit, fucking hell. Yes.
And Luke Shaw wasn't at Southampton with Virgil. So that's how you know.
Yeah, Virgil's going into his final
Yeah,
years.
man, but they got bopped, bro. Ollie McBurney and that doing up Coutinho moves.
Joga Benito, Sav, bro. Wait, when did he make the move back, Sav? Because weren't he in Spain?
He was at Las Palmas, bro.
He heard
was
coming to
in
the
Spain
Premier
and he was
League,
playing
bro.
for Las Palmas. He was in it, doing
bro.
balling out there. And then all of a sudden, Premier League starts back, a man's back in the Prem. All right.
Ollie McBurney's going to go down as one of them, you know, in 20 years, bro. You know the players that we think about from the Prem that you just know their names randomly, and like Lucas Radeby and them, man.
Yeah.
Steve Malbronk and them, man.
Still my bro.
Yeah, he's going to be like, remember Ollie McBurney? And we're going to lie about him. We're going to say stuff like the streets won't forget. No, the streets will forget. It's just one performance, bro. But we're going to lie, bro. Like, remember my man, McGoldrick and that with the goal tooth?
Oh, yeah. Fucking hell.
Yeah, bro.
And they're like Oberton as well, bro. Like them man there, we're gonna lie. We only saw one good game, couple of step overs and a 360 and that.
Bro, Oberton was living off that fucking league on tax, bro. Because
I was gonna say
he was one of the first viral showboaters. And remember before YouTube were bopping, soccerclips.net had Ronaldinho and Oberton, bro.
Bro. Cooking.
I thought he was sick, bro. That's who Drifty thought he was, isn't it? God, that's sorry, my bad. No, every time I see Drift,
where did that just come from, bro?
I was just about to say Sam could not help himself, bro.
You know what it is, bro? Every time I think of Oberton, because I haven't looked at what Oberton looks like in years, but I just remember him looking like Drifty, and I bet I'm wrong in it.
No, search it.
I was just about to say, I need to look
at it. Just for context, bro.
No, I don't want to do it. Don't try to call me out, man. Anyway, they lost, bro. Who got the goals? Njai and Mendy in it.
Mendy,
yeah.
Njai's that same one who played for West Brom in it. I feel like he's been around forever, bro. Fucking hell.
West Brom. I can't remember.
I think he started off his career at Arsenal in the youth team, and then West Brom, and then Mendy was good though.
He was.
I don't even know about Mendy like that, bro. I saw Hull a few times last season, but he was on some bully tactics, man. I think we're starting to see the same shit we were saying before. This Premier League thing where you wait for a player to play for a lesser club better and then buy him for way more money the season after. It has to stop, bro. We're seeing gems just run around the Prem playing for these lesser teams. They cost like 600,000 and that, bro, from League Two, from SC Dons, and then they go for 90 mil the next season, bro.
Do we think that the League R is similar to Premier League?
Yeah.
Like it's the closest. So like in terms of physicality, football. So like the Premier League it's not like a technical league. Yeah. It's not overly tactical, but it's got its tactical elements. So and I feel like League R. Yeah. So you're right. Yeah, you're right. You're right.
League
And I feel
One's
like
way
League.
more League One's the closest physically.
Mm.
Because 70% of League One's the Afman them, bruv. Your brothers.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. Okay,
them
well,
and that, bruv.
first of all, they're not my
Play-Doh and
brothers. They're not my brothers.
Nah, man, you man having.
Why do you have to, Sammy? Why do you have to say it like that? I don't get it. Why do you have to say it like that though? I don't get it.
Bro, pounding Yam and Lucas 8, bro. These men are on roughness.
Here's why you gotta stop this, Sam. Because I'm associated with you. So every time they go, you and Savo. No, listen, I didn't throw shots. I didn't say pounded yam and Play-Doh. I never said those words in a sentence.
Wow.
I never did. So now you would be like, so you and Sam want to take the piss? No, it wasn't me.
I'm just saying, if man are eating hard food for breakfast, what do you expect?
I mean, I had normal breakfast like everyone else, but okay. Like, first.
You're all westernized off it, bro.
Oh, no, Sam. You see the other day, Jerry.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, you know this.
Now, Jerry had a picture right on the table. I posted it in the WhatsApp group, and I just asked a simple question. It's on Instagram. I was like, so where's the utensils, bro? Like,
we're doing this again.
No, I had to ask, Sam. I had to ask. No, Sam, don't laugh, man, please. No, I had to ask. I saw the table, and I was like, yeah, if someone takes a picture of a bowl of something, there's a spoon there, or some rice, there's some forks and knives, whatever, a little bit of protein, whatever. But I didn't see any, so I asked. So when he asked you, G, I don't know, maybe that's why. You know what I mean?
Was that G or Jerry?
That was Jerry.
But Jerry's Polish too, bruv. And you know how them man move, bruv. You get me? They're too close to Ukraine and that, bruv. You know how them man move, bruv. There's too much.
Let me sip my tea, please, bro.
No, bro. This is a Polish Ghanaian, bro. You never. You can't be Obafemi Podolski, blood.
said Obafemi Podolski. That is crazy.
I was, bro. That powers. I bet Jerry's strong as shit, bro. That's what powers, bro.
Yeah.
100% he is.
Yeah, man. Hey, 1 Manchester United anyway. Everton 2, Crystal Palace 0. Didn't watch the whole of this game, but I had the multi-screen on, bro, because I remember I saw Dewsbury Hall's goal banger.
Yeah.
He is special. I'm gonna lie with Dewsbury Hall. He's a very, very good footballer, bro, and I hate the fact that he plays for the ops now as well. And I think because he's done his rounds in it, he made that move to Chelsea, I think, wasn't it, for like 30 mil? And it did.
Yeah,
was
it
Chelsea, and he didn't kind of work out, whatever. But I look at him, I'm just like, bro, he reminds me of Morgan Gibbs White, where it's just, bro, he's just gonna do the simple things, but to a high level. There's no like, you're him, and I need to be worried about this guy. No. Give me the ball, let me through ball it. Give me the ball, let me run with it. Give me the ball, let me shoot. Give me the ball, I'll pass it. Let me get into it, let me rough certain man up as well on the pitch. Brother, his goal was...
He was clean, innit? He's got that strike though, man. He's had that. It doesn't happen very often, bro, but when it does, bro, fucking hell, man. I think Barry scored the other goal, and he's one of them that just pops up with these odd goals. But I did see that Palace had quite a few chances though.
We did, but bro, we got like Nketiah hitting the bar, like, bro, he's
no, don't blame Nketiah, bruv. No, it was Mateta, bruv. He missed from underneath the crossbar, the first one, and then the second one, man rolled it across to him, and man hit the post, bruv.
Okay, and he's gonna score more often than not, so I'm not bothered about it.
So on the day, you're just gonna forget the guy that.
Okay, on the day, I was annoyed 100%, but he's gonna score for me more often than not. Nketiah, bruv, get rid of this guy. Get someone else in, man. He's a shit striker.
You see the ball from Thingy though? From Wharton.
Backward.
Yo, it landed right at his feet, bro. It's rotted. No back lift, bro. Just tech. Man. Thingy played as well for Everton. Evil Saka.
He did.
Yeah, bro.
I feel like he's going to be one of those players who, over time, he'll just grow into his own player for Premier League. I never thought he was going to make it. I can't even lie. He looked kind of a bit like maybe championship level, but he looks all right. I can't even lie.
Yeah, man. Newly promoted Ipswich 2, Sunderland 1. I'm gonna lie, this was on my multi-screen, and I'm not joking. This is how fucked I was, bro. Yeah. When I turned it on, I was just staring at the screen, innit? Because one of them had the blue kit on and one had the pink kit on. Because I was on my own, I got away with this. I said, why is Everton playing Everton?
That's it, why Everton.
No, I was tired, bro. I was tired, bro. I was so confused, bro.
Because I was on my own. Where was Chang when you need him, bro?
He was gone, bro. Because that pink kit is the worst kit I've ever seen, bro. It's terrible, bro. I was so confused of what's going on, and I was like, "Oh no, it's." I was like, "Oh yeah, it's Everton versus." I was like, "It can't be Everton versus Everton. This is fucking stupid, bro." But I did when I turned it on. Thingy was taking with the N'Golo. He took that free kick.
Yeah, bad boy.
Sam, is that my boy from the World Cup, bro? The guy I was gassed over in the World Cup.
Yeah.
Did he move or was he already there?
I think he moved, didn't it? I think he moved. Crossbar.
So this brother was up for grabs in the market, and we didn't.
Liverpool don't want none of these players, bro.
Bro, N'Golo, bro.
You know what we got, bro. You know what we got, bro. We just wait, innit? We just wait until we can't get them, and then we try and get them.
On a real G, we was doing the watch long. Obviously, you jumped on the gantry a few times. I can't. What was the game, Sam? And I was like, no, who is this N'Golo? You?
I'm trying to think what.
It was Ecuador versus I don't know someone. I can't remember the team now. But I was like, nah, my man was just, and he scored in the game. But I think
scored in the game, yeah, because he was doing a tech on it. He was doing up tech every 2 seconds.
Killing, man. And I was just like, yo. And then when he scored, I was like, I just assumed it's not the same guy. I assumed it wasn't the same guy.
Let me see. He played against Ivory Coast, Curacao, Germany, Mexico. It might have been the Germany game, you know.
It was the Germany game.
It was because they beat them, innit?
Yeah, it was the Germany game.
Oh, no, he's been playing. Oh, he didn't sign for them. He's been playing for them.
Oh, he's been raw. Yeah, that's mad.
Must have not played that much last season.
Yeah, he didn't play much, and obviously his name stands out even more now when you get me.
Because of the World Cup. But I rate him as a player, man. The free kick was clean, by the way, lads.
Yeah, it was clean.
That man run up like that with the Dino thing on EA. The little.
You know what I knew was going in, bro? When I seen his brethren step away. You know when like they don't even bother to like try and dummy it. Man just like nah, just leave it for me. I got this, bro. And I felt bad for the keeper because you can't save that. He hit the crossbar, went in. It's over with. But newly promoted, they got their points. That's them and Hull, who both got 3 points, and we know that. But these teams, bro, they need about 9 wins to stay in the Premier League. So get them 3 points in early, boy. Sunderland, they didn't look terrible, to be fair. I think they'll be fine going into the season, but we'll see. Next game was Nottingham 0, Leeds 1. Yeah.
Game of two halves, isn't it, really? Well, I say game of two halves. I think it was an evenly fought battle, and I just think it just relied on the moment of someone just taking a chance. Yeah. I think that was it, really. Obviously, we played Leeds in it, so we've seen what they can kind of do and what team they have. And they do play football. They are aggressive. They do play off of set pieces as well. But I was intrigued to see Forest, and I think Forest did create moments in the game because I kept remembering the manager. They kept panning to him like, "Yeah, come on." Like they were creating opportunities in it, but even the what's his name, Chris Woods, bro. I think he should have when he got the through ball, he should have taken an extra touch. He shot mad early for no reason, bro. And then dragged it
like he wasn't aware of the time that he actually had to shoot.
But it didn't make sense because he looked over. He made a good run. He pulled from the left hand side, if I remember, and it weren't far left, but it was inside left. And then he made a run through the middle. And I was thinking, just take a touch and keep going and then shoot because you're stronger than obviously the defender coming. You got yards on him. But you know when a man just like, I'm not fast, so let me just try and shoot early. Like, nah, bro, take it closer and then slap it. But I think they'll be fine. I think Forest will be fine, man.
Yeah, that'll be cool.
Brentford 3, Spurs no.
I don't want to play Brentford, Sav. That's all I'm saying. Not yet. Not yet.
They look
not yet.
Identical to how they looked last season, bro. They don't even look like them. They don't even look like they've stopped. It's like they never had a preseason and just carried on playing football. They look so good, organized, good players in the team. If you get me, they kept my man up front. Thiago, Sharda's a good player. I thought Sharda's a good player anyway, bro. But yeah, they were doing good, man. Even the way Finger was playing in goal, bro. Kelleher, bro, like. Just when he needed to pop up to save it, he was just saving. I was like, yeah. These men are running, and obviously, that's everyone's talking Sangari as well. He just.
Who was his partner in midfield? Because I rated him more than I liked the Sangare performance. You know? Jens.
Jensen's been a baller though.
I was gonna say he's been a baller.
No, I know, but I'm just like, nah. I know everyone's saying like Sangare. I know he won. I think he ended up getting man of the match. I was like, I think his partner was doing hella work, you know.
Bro, Jensen's got that thing where he's never. It feels like he's never going to play for a big team, but everyone
Yeah.
knows Jensen.
Yeah, because I even looked because I wanted to check to see like between them in it, like who was doing, because I saw everyone like, yes, Sangare played well. But I looked at Jensen's stats and I was like, bruv, it matched up to what I saw. And I was like, nah. This brother was, bruv, he bare recoveries, tackles. Bruv, he was on stuff in there. And obviously he complements each other. I don't know if obviously Sangare got it because he's the new signing and you know what I mean?
I think that's what it was. Yeah.
But I saw bruv, I was like, nah. What is this? Nah.
Yeah, this game was done by half time, bro. Like it was finished, bro.
Nah, when I was in Brentford or when they had the game, and I'm like walking past Brentford fans and that, bro, they're the way they're talking about their team this season. We think that they're gonna finish maybe a bit lower than the top teams. Nah, they feel like they can potentially get a European Champions League spot. Like they believe in their team that much.
Well,
like,
am I not correct in thinking Brentford played us last game of the season, isn't it? Because remember Henderson was there and they were trying to get and they missed out on Champions League that game because they needed someone else to drop points and then they needed to beat Liverpool in it and we scored. So they were already on the verge of getting that European spot. They're just well organized. Goals from Lewis Potter, Coyote, and Yana in this game. Every time I watch them, Lewis Potter's good, man. But he's tiny, bro. He's like
he is.
How tall? Did anyone know how tall he is? He's like the smallest player, bro. Always pops up. Good goal, man. But I'll be honest, and obviously it's fun to laugh at Spurs because you went and spent all that money in the last first game. I'll be honest, they were shit in that game. I'm not that worried about Spurs.
Right, he's 5'5", Savage. Jesus Christ. Sorry.
It's tough, bro.
Literally check. Yeah.
I'm not that worried about Spurs simply because I know this is what this always happens to De Zerbi. This is what he did at Brighton as well. It's when it happened when he moved. He's always on this like. I don't have to get it, people. De Zerbi is all or nothing, and he's not budging from his principles, bro. So as soon as I saw that he was going to try and get his goalkeeper to bop the ball out the back, and it's a goalkeeper who's not used to it, I was like, they're going to make mistakes, bro. And they kept doing it. And I saw this at Brighton at the beginning. He kept doing it. And my thing's been with De Zerbi the whole time. Once he gets playing football, he'll beat anyone. But every 6-7 games, he's going to get smoked. It happens all the time with him.
Bro, always get smoked, though. It's annoying, bro.
Because he's terrible at recognizing... Say for example, Spurs made a mistake in the game. I think Potter or Coyote scored.
Yeah.
Okay, from that moment on, let's fix up and not do that again. He will just tell his team, no, just do it. He did it with Steele and Webster at Brighton. I remember watching the game against Arsenal, and my son was shouting at the team because he wanted Arsenal to lose. And he's like, bro, how come they keep making the same mistake? I said they'll score eventually. They did, and there's no coming back from it, bro. This is De Zerbi way. He's a bit stubborn when it comes to that. So, but they did have a lot of signings who hadn't started in this game, and I think in the next 2-3 weeks, the team they started with Richarlison, Tal, Mikey Moore, Conor Gallagher, Tonali, Bergvall, Robbo, Senesi, Van Heck, and Archie Gray. I think their back four and Kinski will stay the same, but the rest of the team...
Yeah, Porro will come in,
Porro will come in, Fernandes will come in, Maddison will get back into the team.
Why didn't he start Fernandes, you think, Sav? Because he was on the bench.
I heard them say... Who was talking? That he's played one pre-season game, I think. I think that's what it was.
Was he?
No, I heard Fingy saying it on a clip earlier. Tobes, he said that he's only played one pre-season game, and then they took him out. So I don't know. He wasn't injured though.
Because I know he played in behind the closed door game. Because I saw the
Fingy Godwin said he was injured pre-season. Okay, fair enough.
Okay.
Yeah, because I was thinking that those are the two you'd probably start in your base double pivot.
And obviously Kudos will get back into the team as well when he's there. Javi Simmons will be back in the team. Kulusevski, Van de Ven, Pedro Porro. That team I just read out to you won't play again, bro.
Do you think they'll move Van de Ven to... Nah, Robbo played left back, but you think Van de Ven will move to left back?
Probably. Ramirez.
I think Van Heck and Senesi at centre back.
Probably. And then Robbo will be
and then he inverts into me. You can just do the
invert. And then Robbo will probably be the backup then. And that'll probably go through that. Probably makes sense. But yeah, man, not that worried about them. I do ask the question, how is I knew this when he went to the bench. I'm not trying to diss him and that. How's Ben Davies still there, bro?
Oh my Savage! I said the same thing, bro. Like,
do you know what it is? It's because every time, just think about it, every time they've had a season where there's mad injuries, he's been the utility guy.
Yeah, it's true.
And you know what normally happens is he'll be fit for that period of time. As soon as everyone starts coming back, he gets injured. Oh,
Yeah.
I swear down, he's just fit for when everyone's injured.
Man has outlived.
Centre back.
He's outlived them. Hold on. Where's Fingy? Is Sargon?
I
No,
believe
he's there, but I think he was injured. I'm sure he was
I
on the
didn't see his
bench.
name pop up on. Oh yeah,
but
he's
there's
on the
a
bench.
team. There is a team though who are.
Bro, they have a
looking to
whole.
sign.
Remember last season when they had like 11 injured players?
Yeah,
Bro, they've got Simmons, Kuleveski, Van der Ven, Kuda, Saar, Pedro Porro, and Odebear all injured, bro.
Yeah.
So apart from Odebear, all the others are starting. But
Yeah.
Ben Davies, he was there when Dembele was there, when Pochettino was there. He's lived through
Yeah.
Ericsson and
Right, has he been there that
Robin,
long?
He's been there for time, bro.
Sounds like Shaw again, bro.
Yeah.
He's been there for time, man. But hey, man, I'm not trying to lose a man his job and that, bro. I'm just saying that when it comes to like Liverpool, I'm not on that anymore, bro. Like I don't like it anyway. But man keep telling me, yeah, if you let him keep his job so he can be around the team, I'm like, brother, get a fucking therapist for that, bro. Like, man, getting paid millions to be around the team, bro. You can still be man's brethren and stay in the WhatsApp group, innit? Well, imagine man getting paid to stay around the man them.
Yeah, but he might not be allowed to be in a WhatsApp group anymore, Sav.
Nah, bro. Imagine if somebody wasn't like, say, you had a podcast and someone wasn't valuable anymore. It's like, yeah, and just pay him to stay around and that you can just be in the back office. Just be in the back office.
Okay, but what if he was the glue for the entire team?
Can't be.
They finished 17th 2 seasons in a row.
Yeah,
What glue?
can't be. Yeah, there's not. Can't be that important.
Hold on, Mandem. You got a team. Ends. I don't know. Ends opens up a podcast studio, whatever. Cool. Now he decides to fire. I don't know. He fires Jerry. These times Jerry's the one.
Fires came out.
Cool. He fires K-Mac. Yeah. These times K-Mac is the one who's actually the glue for the entire team, and he's a good lad around the studio. He gets everyone coffee and that. Like, come on, bro. Like, that's crazy.
Nah. Okay. Here's the problem with that, G. If you're telling me that he's the guy that gave us, like, got us all together kind of thing, innit? He's the one that I knew him, he knew, and we all came together. If we don't know each other well enough past that point, then we might as well not work together. Then clearly not, because so we're saying if one man gets kicked out the group, we all no longer friends. That's crazy.
No. We're still gonna be friends, but he was the glue. He was the one.
That means we're not friends. If one man is the glue, we're not friends, bro. Properly, really.
No, but I'm saying he's the one who, every morning when he comes into the studio, he always grabs the coffees, kind of thing. Because I don't know, Sav can't get it in the morning because where he lives, there's no coffee shop around him.
Sav ain't great because he wouldn't do it, bro.
And he wouldn't do it. Do you know what I mean? Like, bro, you need that guy, bro. You need that guy.
Yeah, but and also, bro, I don't know what ghetto you think I live in about no coffee shops. I got Costa right by my yard, bro. It's fucking 2 minutes
Okay,
away.
Savage, first of all, I didn't mean it in that way. My area is very gentrified as it is as well, but I'm just saying. Do you know what I mean?
Right.
Hey, big up K-Mac.
Yeah, man, don't worry, man. If K-Mac's the glue, bro, we should all just nuke ourselves, bro. But anyway. Sunday's games, Brighton 4, Aston Villa 0.
Bro, they got slapped.
This game, this is done at half time. The 4 goals came in 30 minutes, bro. Done. I don't have anything else to say, bro. They just got cooked, bro.
Did you hear Emery's
yeah, bro. They asked him, I'm going to speak about Ollie Watkins. They asked him, he said, silence.
Bro, when a man whispers in a press conference, I know, you're pissed off. You're actually pissed off.
I said silence.
But Savage, he whispered it and said, silence. I said,
bro, bro, to say silence when you could have just went quiet.
Yeah.
Yeah, they got pieced up still. Fuck them. Manchester City 2, Bournemouth 1. This game I did watch the whole of this game. Okay, Man City, obviously they scored in the last minute.
Yeah.
They look a little bit disjointed, but apart from the first half where Bournemouth were, I'd say the first half, about 60 minutes of the game, Bournemouth were the better team. And they looked dangerous every time they went the other way. Man City did have enough chances to win this game, like 4-1, bro.
Yeah.
Like very simply, like Haaland missed a sitter. Don't even get me started on Gray's sitter. I don't even know how he missed it. Like, it's easier to score than to miss. And they obviously went with this tactic, which hopefully you two can do a video on and break it down, because I've noticed, not for the first time, but obviously Arsenal do it and Man City do it. Man City's was a little bit different because it almost felt like Gray was just in midfield. Like, he just felt like he was just a midfielder. He was in DM, whereas Arsenal, they start off with a back four. Calafiori steps into the 2, and then Rice goes forward. So then you've got like a 3-2-4-2 or 4-2-2-3. Fuck shit. 3-2-4-1. And it overloads the midfield, of course. So that means there's always a spare man, and that spare Rice is always like Odegaard or Declan Rice, something. Man City didn't seem to get it right. And obviously, Gray is not Calafiori in it when it comes to playing in that part of the pitch. So when it works, it looks really good, which is Arsenal. It works perfect for them. When it doesn't work, you look like Man City, and you just look like any team what breaks and you're going to score. So I don't know how you two feel about this game. But Bournemouth look like the last Areola and don't give a shit. I don't know what's going on over there. Ever since Michael B. Jordan came into their club, they're just
play ball, bro. Freedom and ball, bro. That's it. Freedom and play. But yeah, I watched it as well. You're right, Sav, man. This weird. I think it's what Pep used to do as well, and I think Maresca obviously
started with Zinchenko in it. That's when it started.
Yeah, bro. And you know what it is? I want to figure it out as well, because I know they cut the pitch up into quadrants, and what they've done is they've put players in each of these spaces. So what it looks like, you've got more players than you should have on the pitch.
Yeah.
That's because they've just put players like, okay, so if you decide to run down here, there's a player there. If you decide to play into this, there's a player there. And it's like chess moves. But it looks like they've got like 13 players on the pitch. Yeah. And then there's nowhere for you to go. So every time you go to either make a run or you try and make a pass, someone is always in that space. So once they win it, they've just got players waiting for the recycle passes, and the wide guys will stay wide waiting. And it makes sense, bro. Because look, if you've got one striker and there's 2 centre backs, then you're calm in it. Like, we don't need 3 guys around there with one versus one guy.
Okay, we'll say that. Save that before we get to Liverpool. Sure, you don't need that many people. No, you are making sense, because obviously I don't try and come online and do the tactical thing, even though I can. I'm just watching it and I'm really paying attention to it. And Arsenal have it. I mean, the perfect team is PSG, but theirs is a little bit different because they have obviously Hakimi and them man are like right wingers and left wingers. They're never in the defense.
Never at right.
When Man City used to do it, they'd have Zinchenko step in, and then when they move across, Kyle Walker. If everyone remembers about Kyle Walker, this geezer was hardly ever overlapping to cross the ball. He just stayed back. He was at the halfway line, which used the cheat code in it, because if the ball goes over our head, he'll catch you. You ain't got a problem with that. Arsenal's is it's perfect, bro. So just anyone for the next game you watch of Arsenal for 10 minutes, just watch how it moves, bro. It's like perfect. I'm like, there's no way. Then they've got like this back 3. City used to have it with like, they just used to have a back 2. Yeah. And then everyone else would be further ahead, which makes sense if you're going against a low block, because I've got nothing to battle against, bro. But the way Arsenal do it, it's fucked, bro. Because obviously they're trying to do that thing where it's like, we don't really want Declan Rice back here. It's a waste of time. Get him further forward. Again, they've got Zubimendi, who's not forward thinking in terms of attacking himself, which is what Liverpool don't have. But it just works out. But yeah, Man City tried it. Guehi's got to get used to that, of course. But to be fair, he did pop up with the winning goal in it, so fuck it.
It's that cohesion, isn't it? It's the cohesion.
Yeah.
And it's all and obviously you can give the ratings to like Arteta, you can give the ratings to kind of Maresca in it, but it's Pep, bro. I've seen him do it. Yeah. Remember when he invented the box 4, bro? And then Klopp was like, let me use that, because right now we went from up and down. Klopp saying,
then 10 games in a row.
I just don't know, bro. I just don't know why we can't win a game of football. I don't know. He changed it. And then we just started winning, bro. We just started outnumbering people. So every area that a team tries to use for transitions, we just had players there. So there was nothing they could do. And I saw Bournemouth try to do it. And every time they tried to play out when they did nick in and try and win the ball. And then it was just like, no, it's a Man City player there. And he just passes it to the next side and over to Semenyo and then back across. And then when Grealish came on, same thing. They just kept moving the ball side to side and created the space. Can we give a shout out to Grav though, bro? Vardy or whatever you want to call him, bro.
Bro,
why did this brother move like a striker, bro? I swear.
I told you, man, for time, bro. He's an average defender, but he's a striker. He's boss man with the beard, bro. He's a striker, bro.
Do you see the chop? The cross set himself finish on his weaker foot, I might add, you know.
Yeah, big up fingers well, because Shirky wasn't even on the pitch for long and changed the game instantly, bro.
And this is what you want from players like Shirky is, can you change the game with just a bit of magic? And he did that in the game, man. Really good player. Really, really good player.
Yeah, man.
But when you have players, bro, the defender was as a striker. Well, I'm talking, you see the movement, get onside, make the run.
Yeah,
I feel like Vardio is. I feel like he's more comfortable in those areas than he is at the back sometimes, bro. Like the way he plays.
he ain't that great at the back, bro. Like he's not
That's what
rubbish,
I'm
bro,
saying.
but he's
Yeah,
not
yeah,
he's not
yeah.
that great at the back, man. And we're seeing that quite a lot. Even with Man City's goal that they conceded, obviously he stepped in. Well, Gray, because that's what I'm saying now, because Gray was actually in midfield in the DM position with Elliot Anderson.
Oh my god,
it's looking at kind of dark still. He looked terrible, bro.
You know when a man, you know when they let you, Sav, you know when you've gone, nah, I'm good enough. I'm good enough for the next level. I'm good enough to go up. And then when you go up there and you're like, okay, yeah, okay, so this is what this level is like.
yeah. It's like when I went to Arsenal and I realized, okay. I've never seen technicality in it on this level of my life.
Yeah, because I think I'm the guy in my own. You know, when you're in your own bubble, you're the guy in it. Till you go into a different bubble, realize there's other man out there. That you know what it reminds me of. You know when you guys played your first like either pro game, semi-pro game, whatever, and you've played loads of minutes before, but not at that level in it, and you step on there and you feel off balance when you're in the game.
Horrible.
You feel like you can't settle. Everything just seems to be moving at a different speed until. You just need reps, man, in games, but you don't know how long it'll take for him to get it. And when he gets it, then he can start imposing himself on the team a little bit more. You know, man, start trusting you. Yeah, give me the ball. I will play it. Give me the ball.
I agree. If Bournemouth play like that every week, though, they're going to mash their teams up, though. I can't lie.
100%.
That counter-attack's devastating, bro. Tavernier and them, man. The ball from Evan Nilsson into Tavernier for that finish. Brother, I don't know what Kalashnikov and Diaz were doing, though, running into each other. They just look confused as shit, bro. It's like, my man's like, listen, Diaz, you need to go across because Guay's in midfield. Guavida's up the top of the pitch. You need to go across to my man, Evan Nilsson, which is what Liverpool should have done as well. So I can step into the middle. And Diaz decided to run the other way. Like, nah, I'm running back to centre-back position. No, bro. Can you go close my man down? It's too late. But they got the victory. Haaland's got a trim. He looks like an alien. And
he looks so weird. I
thought it was a joke because I watched his YouTube vlog of him cutting his hair off.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, this is a joke. And then he got to the end. I was like, oh, he's. And then he started phoning Zlatan and that on FaceTime. This kid is not there, you know, bro. He's just on vibes.
Yeah, that's what he's on. Yeah, he's just on vibes.
And that's why I like the guy so much, bro. I swear, man, he's such a likable person. Just vibes.
Yeah, I agree. And then the last game, obviously there's one more game tonight, but Newcastle 2, Liverpool 2, Chelsea versus some team.
Some team. No guess.
Is it Fulham? It's Fulham. It's a derby.
Oh wow. Okay.
Yeah. Posh Boys FC and that. But Newcastle 2, Liverpool 2, live from St James's Park. Beautiful Kevin Keegan tribute at the beginning. Cold. Newcastle came out with their tifos and flags again. Always looks cold. And I think I heard N say at the beginning of the watch along. I've been saying it. Liverpool are shit when it comes to that compared to Newcastle. No, bro, it's terrible, bro. Like we don't have a big Stevie G one going around the pitch now. Just some legendary stuff.
It would be really good and intimidating, especially Anfield being what it is. It would actually feel like you're in Turkey when you go to Galatasaray, Fenerbahce, and those kind of places.
I think you had one for Isak, and he wasn't even there for long. Newcastle, they had one where it was massive. It used to Alexander the Great used to cover the whole.
Oh yeah.
If you walk out on the pitch, Sav, and you didn't know that was gonna happen, you walk on the pitch and you look up and you see the big tifo.
Mad.
I am this team is done. They're done. I'm gassed. I'm flow state unlocked.
Yeah,
flow
man.
State ready to
go.
In fact, they call it a black and white as well. Arsenal got one.
Yeah, I'm sure they've got one now. Like now, only in the last 2 seasons they got it.
Yeah, they got that meaty song though. North London forever. Gay song, bro. Gay song, bro. Anyway, the tribute to Kevin Keegan was cold though. That was sick. Obviously, he played for both teams and that managed both teams. So, the game itself. Anybody want to take it away?
No, you start, bro.
Yeah, you start. Yeah, like that.
I thought very similar to what I said earlier. Newcastle weren't great, but they weren't not. It was almost like the tactics were the tactics, bro. Liverpool's too good for us. We've lost loads of players. They're gonna have more of the ball. They're gonna dominate possession, but we've got speed. Let's catch them on the counter attack. That's what they did. That's all they did.
What they did.
Now that's fine because usually teams try that and it's like there's so much cover here. It's fine. Like, carry on doing that. I've seen games like that before. They try to get the ball to Elanga, and then man, it's like, yeah, this is dead. He's just gonna keep running to a dead end. But for some reason, against Liverpool, I don't know what's. All I can say is that last season on the slot, in the first few games, we played Bournemouth and we played Newcastle.
Mhm.
The game felt the same. Like,
Thank you,
there
sir.
was no. I'm not even trying to make slot jokes in that. And I think I seen a picture of Slot in the stands, by the way, watching the game. But no, I'm being deadly serious on that. The camera went to him and he was in the stands. And
Oh,
that,
he was
so-
actually there at the game.
Yeah. But so,
Oh, right. Okay.
but it was almost identical. Like if we just turned this on and we didn't know we had lost our manager, I'm like, oh, it's just Slot's team. It's exactly the same, especially with that Visser and Elanga. Bro, that's what Semenyo did for Bournemouth when we lost the ball on the edge of the box and Semenyo ran for a whole team.
Twice.
And it wasn't hard because all you had to do, one of yours, just one, say, fuck it, bruv. I'm talking, do some wrestling move or something, bruv. Clatter, man. You get me? James Milner, Henderson, Fabinho, them moves. Clamp, man. Who cares about the yellow card, bro? But nah, Liverpool did the back off thing. And I don't know, bruv. It felt like to me as well, like I could see Xhaka while this was going on. He's normally on the front foot. It was almost like I'm taking lead from the captain. I'm like, I'm following you today. They didn't seem to have much communication between each other because stuff looked a bit confused, especially when Visser was running through. Man, them all looking at each other and that, like, you gonna do it now? You gonna do it? You gonna do it? Yeah. Man, them it's 7 against 3 running, and Visser's got the ball. So why can't you like take the ball off him? And then obviously, yeah, they finished off them. And obviously, I'm happy that we got a goal in the end. Munoz tried something. Lewis Hall took him out. Although Lewis Hall was great in the day, just mistake there. But yeah, nothing different is what I saw. Saying the same old problems. The DMs and stuff. I would want to say this, innit? I know everyone's going to say, and it's true, the DMs were ahead of the play and all this stuff. I think you're kind of lost your damn mind if you think that Gravenberch making a misplaced pass on the edge of the box is the reason why they scored. That's crazy to me, bro. That means you're basically saying that we have to be perfect at all times. No one can ever make a mistake because somebody will do that to you, bro. Brother, you had enough numbers. It's 4 against 3 running. There's no case for it. Because when he passes that ball across, everyone looks confused. Verch does this little joggy thing like, I don't know where that's going. They just leave with the ball. And you can see while we've got the back 4, and you can see while everyone else is running, they're running, doing that, that half jog, like, it's 4 against 3, we'll take care of that. I'll just take my time. And then, I ain't gonna lie, Elanga, I don't know what Super Saiyan shit he did. I don't know what Super Saiyan shit he did, bro. But he just dipped off. But I will say, like, not that he was definitely going to prevent it, but the way it was going, Kirkes was ahead of Virgil and Xhaka in that line when the ball got played. And I'm just like, I don't understand why Virgil and Xhaka are just running in the middle of the park, bro. Like, Virgil, surely you're going to move over, innit? Just move over so Kirkes can go over to my man earlier, bro. But just decided to back off. So that's what happens, bro. I don't know, bro.
Great breakdown, Brad. They had 2 counter-attacks and they scored 2 goals from it. Out of nothing. And I think that's one of the things that I hate about our team sometimes is you can never see where the goal is going to come from. You can like sometimes build up, pull back, goal. You're like, okay, it happened. There was space there, good play. But you're talking about a situation where we outnumbered them and we still conceded. I've seen a lot of people saying, yeah, the DM would have been there. So you're telling me 4 against 3 is not enough. So 5 against 3 is better for us and we would have definitely had it. Okay, point proven. We had 6 against 3 and we still didn't win the ball. So someone's going to say, nah, DM would have like tackled and blah, blah, blah. I don't think only DMs can tackle in the game of football. They're not the only people capable of putting a tackle in. I think it's the moment and the player's not taking responsibility. When Gravenberch made the misplaced pass, dead on him, he should have played it to either sub or shoot himself. Cool. But then you're looking at it going, all right, defensively, we're in a good position here. You got what's his name? The striker making a run. So you're thinking, all right, Xhaka, Virgil, one of you guys are going to have to step because it's 2v1 there. You win that.
Yeah, exactly.
I can't remember who was on the left-hand side. Was it Barnes? He's not beating Frimpong in the foot race. So you could see that was covered. We're cool. The Elanga one and Kirkes one, Kirkes, all he had to do was run across his man there, slow him down. You
Slow
can
down,
see that
yeah.
you can rely on your speed all you want, but I know he's faster than me. I would have. That's just the most intelligent thing you can do in that moment. Run across the player. Then what that does now, you see the striker, he's going to be like, oh shit, my pass ain't on. And all you have to do is let him think for a second. That option's dead. That option's dead. Then I can step in. And then the covering man, which is either Virgil or Xhaka, will just deal with it. I just think they just lacked communication and lacked simple football IQ in that moment for when we concede. That goal was literally, the best way I can put it's a pro clubs goal. You're driving, driving.
Bro, it's no, okay, don't laugh at it. If you get to offended, that goal is exactly what happens to us when Cav tries a skill on the edge of the box. But the difference in pro clubs is it's a fucking game, bro.
Yeah,
Like, Cav said the same thing you just said the other day.
Bro, I swear to God, like in a game, we're controlling one player each on it. Then the computer kind of does its own thing. We have a little bit we can move them across. So if you lose the ball and you're playing against teams on 100, they're so fast with one ball. It is your fault. It literally is your fault because you didn't need to do that. Now, if man has a shot, he gets saved, then it happens. No one's blaming him. Brother, what Enz just said in a few sentences, if I go around the internet and I hear everyone blaming Graf for it, I'm like, this is the laziest punditry I've ever heard, bro. Because okay, let's say Grab didn't lose the ball in terms of a pass, but he had a shot and he got blocked in it, and the same thing happens. Is it still his fault? If he has a shot and hits the post and it bounces back out and they do the same thing, is it his fault? Because what man are just saying that don't try anything, bro. The pass was shit, we get it, bro. But like, it's on the edge of the Newcastle box. The goal is in our box. We hear it because if it's the last minute of the game, everyone's pushed up. You do that. One person makes one ball over the top and they score. It's your fault.
Yeah, of course.
And when I mean the same thing happened, I can't make this up. The Semenyo goal, I remember it. Do you remember what happened? The ball was in the air. Harvey's too small, isn't it?
Yeah.
So he's waiting for the ball to drop so he can kick it. He can't. So when he swings, he hits the Bournemouth player. We lose the ball. They go up the other side. Oh, Harvey, why didn't you? Well, he can't grow taller in that moment. But we've got a whole team there. Now I'm watching this, and I'm not saying about missing players and that. Konate stops that, bro. Because one thing Virgil's going to have to get used to if you don't communicate with Xhaka is Virgil's never the on the front foot guy.
Yeah.
He does it to be cool sometimes, and it looks easy for him. But usually that back off thing is what he does, isn't it? You can do that when you've been playing with Konate the whole time. You know that Konate is going to clatter, man. Because in that moment, Konate would have clattered somebody, got a yellow card, and Liverpool fans still would have called Konate a prick. Oh, it weren't that hard. Why did you do that? I don't care. At least they didn't score. Virgil just backed off. So then Xhaka's looking at man like, I'm a young man for you, bro. I'm just doing what you're doing. Like, I'm backing off. Frimpong do not Kaisen out on the right wing. You don't know what I go on, bro. Kirk's on too much pre-workout and crack. I don't know why he's going on, bro. No, because one thing is, I've been sticking up for these man, bro. And I'm not saying they're not the shit at football. Clearly, Frimpong's not shit at football.
Yeah.
Kirk ain't shit at football. But we have two dons at left back and right back. They just follow it, bro. They don't have no intelligence in football, bro. They got no
follow instructions, bro.
It looks like we picked them off at AstroTurf, bro, and said these men are fast. Let's do stuff. They run into dead ends, bro. They can't cross in a church, bro. Someone explain Kirk's performance to me yesterday, bro.
No, because yesterday I put him. I think.
Sorry, I need to shoot. Big up.
I put his performance in the player rating sub lower than Frimpong's, yeah. And the sole reason is I just didn't see Kirkes in the game at all, bro. Like at least I saw Frimpong make mistakes in terms of in the final third, not defensively, just in the final third. Just in the final third, not crossing the ball. Not you know what I mean? Just kept it simple, didn't do much in there, right? But I was just looking at Kirk, I'm like, all of his crosses was dead. Every cross he tried to put in the box was even the one to Isak Sab. When Gakpo rolled it to, when Gakpo ran inside and rolled it, and I saw Isak begging for a decent. He doesn't need to put loads of weight on it. He could put it across the floor. He could, that little clean, lofted one where you just guide it into the area. No pace really on it, but guide it because the keeper's not coming. The defenders are beaten, and he just runs onto it, slaps it across. I'm like, he can't get to that, bro. He's not gonna get to that,
bro.
So,
did you see Isak's reaction?
Yeah, I saw him, bro.
He was fucking screwing, bro. The way he's pointing at the floor like, big man. It's just there for a tapping, like. Because he's on one. Like when you're, bro, you can't have man at left back with ADHD, bro. He's on one at all times, bro. I seen him throwing himself on the ground. Everything's a slide tackle. Then he just starts to have random shots for no reason.
Sav, when he Sav, and you know, in that moment, I said on the watch along, the ball comes over, no one's really pressing him, but then the guy goes, I'm gonna press him. All I'm saying is, all he has to do is feint the shot, touch it on the outside, and he could have crossed it into the box. The guy would, you know, that they jump and turn their back thing. That's what he would have done, but he decided to slap. I'm like, you ain't got this, bro.
If I'm being kind, and just football terms, the kid has zero composure, bro.
And do you see why I prefer, like, bro? This is why I prefer Simicast sometimes. More, not even.
No, I get it. I get it.
He gives me that level of like, oh, you might not like him, but there's an air of calmness to the game. There's an air of, oh, I'm going to try and make the right decision, whether or not the right decision comes off, but the right decision is going to be made at the right time. There might be the odd times, but with Kurt, it feels like there's no right decisions. There was one touch, Xavier, and you big up someone for intelligently reading.
I know what you're gonna say, bro. The first touch that he took and then he put him back into trouble.
No, but Sav, like, if you fire the ball into me, right, Sav, yeah, from like, I don't know, say you fire the ball into me from 5 yards and it bounces off my foot and he goes 10 yards. He'd be like, yo, ends touch, man. Come on. I'll be like, bro, we're close to you. Why are you firing the ball?
Yeah, why are you firing at me?
I fired the ball from about 10 to 15 yards away. Didn't even fire it. He tried to punch it into his striker. He's read it. But because his touch, bruv, they tell you in football, soft, make your relax, make your legs soft.
Why for that still?
Yeah, because you wanna cushion the touch. Yeah, I'm like, you've read it. You don't have to do nothing now. Just cushion it. You're in a good space. You can drive at them. Maybe there's a pass on. Maybe there's a through ball on, whatever, or slap a shot, whatever. Bruv, the touch went back into everyone. And you know, when I know it might be a Hungarian thing, because Sobo did the same thing.
Same thing, bro.
Rojo wins a clean header, you know. All he has to do, touch, turn, gone. My man goes, touch, stiff leg. It fires it back into Wissa. Then he runs down Wissa and then pushes him over. And I'm just like...
Yeah, it stunk, bro. Sobo stunk yesterday as well. It stunk up the place, bro.
Nah,
they stunk, bro. Our midfield... Listen, man. Brother, I need the brothers of destruction midfield, not the bashing brothers, bro. Like that... No, bro. Like we got the head shrinkers in midfield, bro. I don't know what they're doing, bro. Like, to be fair, the my man, the exhausted lesbian, he wasn't even that bad. Verts was all right. He weren't terrible, and it took him off. He looked all like he just looked like a tired. He looked like a lesbian who ran a marathon when I saw him on the touchline.
Bro, he looked pissed off as well, bro.
Yeah, he's gonna suffer from the fact of, if I'm being completely objective, which I try to be, then I'm like, okay, you weren't even the worst one, bro. But it's hard to be completely objective in terms of rating all the players the same, because obviously certain players' levels are higher than others. So
yeah,
if Jackie does something and Virgil does something, you're gonna be harsher on Virgil because you're Virgil. I can't go from calling you the best centre back in the world and you think you can get away with what a young man can get away with. So without being too harsh on Vert, it ain't that he made an impact on the game where it looked like we're going to win the game. But all I know is when we took him off, we looked worse. And he was trying to link up the play. I don't understand why there was a gap between him and Isak, though. Like, in pre-season, they were close to each other. In this game, like, I don't even know.
Do you know why? Sole reason why is because of Sobo, bro. And I'll break it down in the simplest way as I can. In pre-season, Sobo started his runs later and he was an option all the time for Gravenberch. You could go him, Gravenberch, Wirtz, or Wirtz, then he had someone else to link off, then he can then get closer to Isak. But because what was happening was, I swear down, yes, every single time I saw it, when we were in possession of the ball, Gravenberch was the guy that stayed in the middle as much as he could. Then Sobo's side was just gone. And I'm just like,
it's not him, though, bro.
Two of you in that space, you can't be because then, and the reason why I know this, Wirtz is an intelligent player, because he's looking at it going, we can't both be in the same position.
Yeah, you can't.
So I'm going to go somewhere else. So now the automatic thing is he's going to go into areas, but which is going to take him further away from the striker. So now you're thinking, okay, if I'm going to do this, you need to now come and show for the ball so you get it because you're the closest one to the striker in this move. But he's not doing that. Sobo was like waiting on the cusp of the game, like waiting for it to come to him, for him to do something. And I was watching it in the whole game going, why is he waiting for the game to come to him? I'm watching Verts run around trying to find space, get on the ball, knit things together, get it turned, find the wide man, get it turned, find the wide man, get it turned, punch it into him, one set, spin it. And I'm like, okay, we're trying to build something, but where is the other guy that's going to help out? And it's not just you doing everything. What? Like, there's 3 of you in there, but there's only 2 men working.
Yeah, it don't make no sense, bro. And obviously, there's this thing that he does, which I'm not gonna solely blame him for, because there's no way managers see it and just let it go. So when Slot came in and he was in the 10, there's always this thing that he'd always press ahead of Jota and all that. Like, whoever's up front, when we go to press, Sabo would just dip off and go ahead of everyone. He's pressing ahead of everyone else. And I always used to say, but why though? What's the point?
Yeah.
You just leave in his position. Back then he was in the 10, so it wasn't as dangerous. You leave in his position when Jota and that can just press ahead. Like, why would we need to do that? Now he's doing that from the DM position, so we're just running out to press ahead of these men. And I'm like, it's like they want what they had from Sobo in the 10 previously, and they want him to do the DM stuff as well. You can't do both. It's impossible. You can't have. You think you could have Fabinho playing in the 10 and the 6 at the same time? Would never happen.
Yeah, never. You gotta do one. Do you know what I think we need to change as well, Sab? I think I need to change them from DMs to centre midfielders, bro. I don't even think we play with you. DM.
Yeah, I'm with you.
They centre midfielders, bro.
Until you get to DM, there's no point pretending to play with DMs, bro.
And Sam, even if we do, right? Because I have this feeling that everyone thinks, not everyone, but from what the consensus of conversation,
it'll change everything.
He's gonna change everything. And I just look at it and I go, no, it will only work if you get the combination right. Say, for instance, you get him and Gravenberch.
Yeah.
Or if it's him and Sobo, you're gonna get the exact same thing. Because he's gonna be left alone in the middle of the only difference you might have is that he might be reluctant to go a bit more forward. He might just go, do you know what? I'm gonna sit a little bit deeper. I'm not gonna try and go too far. So you might get a little bit of that. But then it's gonna take a little bit away from, because now if Verts and Sobo can't find the rhythm there, that's where Gravs gets it and he turns and beats the press and he tries to take, because it was like, but you guys are all just standing there.
That's Gravs' game.
Come here for the ball. And that's where you don't want Verts to come here for the ball. That's where the other centre midfielder needs to come for it. Then you give it to him, the guy that can create, the guy that's clever in those spaces. You don't want him to come here and play simple passes. That he's useless doing that. Like, you can do this. You as the other centre midfielder. So the combination, even if we get a DM, I just think
it's a system.
I explained it yesterday slightly. I think everyone just expects. I don't know. It's like playing. I'm gonna use EA. I'm gonna use EA because I feel like I would have just turned on my controller. I would have passed it there, through ball, and it would have been on goal. And I'm like, that's not how actual football is played, isn't it? That's a computer game.
It's easy to think like that. The reason why people think like that is because then they're thinking in like basic levels, in it. The word DM or what did they call it? Destroyer, enforcer, whatever that fucking means, bro. In their head, they're like, oh, someone who's just gonna kick man and stand there, bro. I might, but the system's still the system, bro. Like, change it, innit? Because Fabinho was on his own. He wasn't in no double. He was on his own. Wijnaldum and Henderson were ahead of him. So you can go to playing 2-8s. The person who's in that midfield needs to be defensive minded. Fabinho was always defensive minded.
Yeah.
But you don't always have to have someone who can just kick someone. Because if you have someone who can bop the ball around, Rodri, bro, I don't even like Rodri like that, but he don't just run around kicking people and slide tackling every 2 seconds. But it's because his passing's so good. Once the ball gets to him, he's already made his mind up where the ball's going next.
Where it's going next.
When they put Pirlo in DM, bro, what slide tackles was he putting in? He just got the ball and bopped it, bro.
Yeah.
When he was at AC, Gattuso was just there, so he was kicking, man. And Gattuso wasn't thinking forward thinking. We got Grav and Sob. Sobo says, when you ask him where he prefers to play, he says DM. But at Leipzig, he was in a double 10. So that's or off the right-hand side where Salah played. Grav for Ajax, bro, he was in centre midfield, bro. He likes to move with the ball. If you'd swap one of them for Trey plays like Grav. He plays exactly, bro, he's cultured, but he plays exactly like Grav. If I turn, I'm gone. That's what he's on. So you're going to have that same problem. I don't even know. I mean, only Wataru, really. He's the only one who's on some, you want me to stay here? I'll just stay in front of the back four.
But even then, Sav, didn't we not see Wataru start ending up in the box a few times? Like,
No, that's exactly what happened when Thingy scored against us Fulham that time. Watara was in the box and they left.
Oh, because I remember he tried to run forward and then someone tackled him and
Yeah. But this is but also the manager has to take some because this I do you remember before preseason started you did that stream and I hadn't done a stream for ages and then you told me to pick the team and it pissed me off because I saw the team on paper and then I said one thing I've not heard anybody say, not because I'm some genius, I said no one has mentioned any Iraola defense to me, bro. It's just attack. So when I see the game start, I'm like, that's why in my preview I just said, so we got Spanish Brendan Rodgers, bro. The way he's gonna win is just attack. He's just that's his thing. It's just like we're gonna win by attacking with loads of players, and I'm like, okay, that will work a lot of the time, but there's gonna be times where it don't. You have to have some kind of balance, bro. And I just didn't understand what was going on. It was a bit weird. And then the rest of the players on the pitch, to be fair, I thought Gakpo was decent. I thought they weren't getting the ball to him too much in the first place. Isak, bit of stage fright, and also the same problem we had before. And it's one game, so hopefully the system's going to change. The problem I have is when we did funny enough, when we were doing the Hangover 2 seasons ago and Iraola got there, we were speaking at the beginning of the season, we spoke about teams that looked decent, and me and you spoke about Burnley and Bournemouth. The conversation was, Company and Iraola football looks good, but they're naive as shit.
Yeah.
And they kept losing. Iraola fixed it and then finished 13th or something, but for the first 9 games, he didn't win a game. So, and that was because he was trying to sort out the team. Semenyo said it, Tavernier said it, Tyler Adams. So I'm just saying, that better not happen. You can't have 9 games to sort anything out of Liverpool.
Yeah.
Season done, 9 games.
You get 3 at most.
Yeah, and in them 3 games, you better pick up results. Like, Slat at the beginning of last season, I was cussing on the first game, and we won the first 5. But we could see the problem early. There's no way we've got a new manager. It's still 1 game. I'm still trying to be level-headed, but there's no way we got a new manager, and it's the same shit. And if one more person says, "Oh, it's just," pardon the pun, it's just a hangover from slot ball. These are professional footballers. Don't take the piss, bro. Don't mug me off. Because Slot's tactics was so like invalid last season that they didn't do anything. There was nothing last season. Man, we're freestyling. Now it looks like we got 11 individuals on the pitch. All of a sudden, the one guy that everyone wanted to get rid of, I know Ends made a video about it as well. Oh, so now the preseason, now Gakpo is the one who scored. Okay, so this is, you got fucking Rio on the right, which, brother, I've only ever seen Rio look good on the right 1 game, and that was for England. And he came off the bench, bro. It don't work, and there's no way this is the manager's fault. There's no way you watched the first part of the game with Rio and said, you know what? I'm going to keep him here. Oh, so you don't want to, because I would have, no joke, this is not because I would have started Munoz there anyway. Anywhere I would have started him there. But there's no way you saw that and said, I tell you what you should have fucking done. You should have moved Rio onto the left. You should have took Isak's fucking kneecaps off the pitch because he weren't doing shit. You would have put Gakpo up front and put Munoz on the right, bruv. Yeah? Even my man done more when he came on. Kumas and them, man.
Kumas was on.
Trying to cause problems because they're just direct. Isak's calf muscles weren't doing nothing, bro. It was over with. He got fed up. They were booing him like he was Hitler every time he got the ball. I don't know if you had the volume up on the watch along, but when we went to kick off, the first kickoff, brother, the boos were the loudest shit I've ever heard, bro.
Yeah, they were. I heard them, bro. I heard them. That's you bro. It's just, and that's why I tried. No one yesterday. I don't think anyone from the caller. I mean, we had quite a lot as well. So big up to them for sharing their thoughts here. But no one wanted to say anything about the manager, and I was just like, I'm all for you don't want to be over the top in your criticism, innit? But you have to critique it. If the players on day one, under the new manager can hold your criticism, so the manager can as well. I think it's just fair and fair. Yeah, there's no like, oh, let me leave him alone because he's either young, or let me leave him alone because he's new. Let me leave. No, we'll watch the game. It's just because it's solely just on this game. It's not, oh, we're going to carry this into the next game. It's this game. Then the next game, let's see if you can improve and change. But I'm with you, Sav. And I was like, we spoke before the season started, before even preseason started, and then as preseason was going, I was just like, if it's not working, bro, can we just swap the wingers just to test that theory out first? Like, instead of going directly to plan C, can we just try plan B first? We've got plan A, he's on the left, he's on the right. Okay, it's not working. Plan B is, can we swap them for 10 minutes and see if it works? If it doesn't work, then clearly you just both, or one of you are having a bad game. Then we go to plan C. Let's see who's on the bench. Let's bring them on. For some reason, It's
Look
like
at the chat.
Liverpool's done. I'm going to nail my wingers on the wing, and they have to stay on the wing.
Yeah.
Gakpo scored his goal by coming off the wing. Gakpo scored his goal by coming off the wing, bro.
And he had a shot a minute before that, what just went over the bar off the wing. He moved from the wing into the middle and took the shot.
So I'm just looking at it going, if you swap them just to kind of go, rah, you're looking across. And I tried to come up with scenarios, because obviously we're not behind the scenes. We're not in the changing room. We don't know what the conversation is. So if we're trying to be logical and we're trying to go, okay, what are the conversations? Right, the manager at the start of the game says, you're playing here, you're playing there. All right, boys, go and do what you need to do. Cool. Watch 45 minutes of the game. You're like, okay, this ain't working. I'm thinking from Rio's aspect now, he might go, do you know what, Gaffer? It's not working. Can you move me to the other side? The Gaffer's like, nah, we'll see how it goes for 5-10 minutes. You know, like we've been playing.
Yeah.
See how it goes for 5-10 minutes. If not, we'll try and change it. You know, that whole spill. You know, he's not going to change it, but he's telling you, so you feel me, gas. Maybe he's going to put me on the other side. Okay, cool. Do you even then I'm looking at it. Do you say to Gakpo, like, I know what the Gaffer said, but I'm not having a Gakpo. Can we swap? And then I'm thinking there's a conversation. Gakpo's like, listen, I'm enjoying my game still. You stay on that side, but I ain't trying to go over there so people can cut. I'm thinking Gakpo ain't gonna do that to Rio. The manager ain't gonna do that to Rio. And if he does say no, you're gonna have to stay there, then I'm like, so you're not seeing what I'm seeing then. You're not seeing that he's mad ineffective on this side of the pitch and he's offering absolutely nothing to the game right now. So we're literally playing the game with 10 men.
Bro, I seen Rio do what? Bro, I seen him go to the byline and cross and when I mean the byline, I'm talking about he nearly went out for a goal kick. And it went over to Isak, and then they booed Isak, and then that was it. He didn't know. Like, you're watching the game for a long time, watching Rio being effective. I don't even know what you saw in pre-season of Rio on the right to think that he can play there. That doesn't make any sense to me, because you didn't see anything good.
Didn't see anything.
So what information did you gather where it says Rio can play on the right-hand side, and that's what we're going to... It wouldn't... Honestly... You was best off starting Kumas, just starting him on the right. If you're gonna do that, then have Rio on the right hand side. It's just ineffective, bro. Considering how good he is off the left, that it doesn't make any sense that he did that. The manager has to deal with that still. He has to do, bro, because you chose to do that, bro. And the thing is, what you said about Plan B, you're too soon in your Liverpool career to not have a Plan B and C, because you haven't had that much time with them. There's been a World Cup. You've had a couple of pre-season games. All the games look different now, because the last game we saw, Kirk has kept inverting and he was in midfield. He kept going into midfield. Now he's not. So that means you've changed something already. And Frimpong wasn't there. So that thing I saw against Thingy, bro. Who do we play? Monaco.
Where's he gone? We did it as well.
I remember thinking what Kirkers was in midfield. He kept stepping into midfield and overloading. Now it doesn't exist. So you need to fix that, man. And the thing is, the Premier League now, this is why everyone, when doing predictions, most people weren't saying Liverpool can win the league, is because it's not about will you be able to get your act together. It's the fact of the Premier League's relentless, bro. You're not going to get time to get your act together. By the time you get your act together, if you first 5 games, you draw 1, you lose 1, and you win 3. And Arsenal's already won 5 games. It's over for you, bro. It's done you off the back foot, bro. That means when you play Arsenal, even if you beat them, it don't matter.
Yeah, you have to win.
You can't do that, man. It's stunk, bro. And Newcastle's the one who's going away more upset that they didn't get the 3 points than Liverpool, bro. Because Liverpool's on this. Like, I hear it now, but I don't even like the way Sobber was celebrating after his goal, bro. Just shut the fuck, brother. Pick up the ball
and move in.
You played shit. The penalty was great, but you played shit. Can you pick the ball up and run back to this? I know that the whistle's gonna blow soon, but can you have some intent? You're doing up chatty patty to the Newcastle fans and clicking your fingers. It's 2-2, bro. We didn't win the game, innit? Like, yeah, I hear it if you scored like Rio did against Newcastle and it was the winner, but we're not winning the game, bro.
Yeah, we're drawing,
and we caught life with that because really, like I said, Lewis Hall was great, bro. Frimpong couldn't do anything against Lewis Hall, and then it's that little mistake because Munoz said, you know what? Everyone's been doing the same dumb shit. Let me try and run in the box at someone. What? Would you figure that? Let me try to do something different.
Just run in the box and see what I can do.
It's
and
madness,
then I see people saying it weren't a pen. I don't think it is a pen. It's just a clumsy pen, isn't it? It's just.
I'll tell you what it was. Yeah, if Lewis Hall fell with Munoz in it as the foul went in. If Lewis Hall just stayed, if he didn't fall over and just stood up, they wouldn't have given a penalty because it would have just looked like Munoz ran into your knee, but because you fell over with it, Munoz technically didn't even. It's a pen. You get me?
Yeah,
but it's one of those. Ones.
Who was I? Was it I was watching Burnley versus was it West Brom? Was that the game I was watching yesterday?
Yeah,
And there was a
champ.
penalty here when I was
Yeah.
like, that's so soft. The forward took a touch into the box.
Yeah.
But his momentum took him like close to the play.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
the defender was in his stride as well. And as he's striding, obviously your knees are coming up. His knees caught his back leg and the guy's gone over. And I'm like,
Yeah, it's dark,
that's
bro.
not a pen, bro. Like, he didn't go to tackle him. He's in his stride. He's running with him. But the guy's back leg caught his. And I was like, the ref gave you a penalty. He didn't even think twice. So yeah, nah, it's definitely a pen. It's just
The thing
it's
is,
just one of those
Munoz
ones.
is so quick here that like, either it doesn't matter, bro. Like you touch him a little bit, he's gonna fall over. He's that quick.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, man. Got no goal of the weeks at the moment because actually, do you have any goals that you think is goal of the week? Oh no, bro. Can you think of any?
Angelo,
Let's try.
bro.
Obviously,
Angulo. My
Angulo
God,
free kick.
from Ecuador, but the free kick was clean. Bro, I told you, today I'm going to put my play on the Ronaldinho free kick stance, bro. The one you just,
The free kick was clean, bro.
Yeah, it is.
I'm trying to think. There's a few goals.
6'9"
Yeah,
or something like that. They say the keepers.
Yeah, the few goals that got scored in the weekend. I'd like Dewsbury Hall's goal. I'm gonna pick this goal from the championship, yeah. And obviously I can't show the clip, but you like check it out, bro. Just go to Bristol City versus Birmingham, and it's Ballard's goal, bro. I'm not making this up, bro. This man scored a backheel flick in the top bins from the edge of the box, bro. Somebody go check that, bro. I swear to God, bro. Bro. A backheel chip at the edge of the box, bro.
Oh my, nah.
You see
it? Yeah, bro. I typed in Ballard and it's
Brother. Everyone in the
Huh?
chat, just type in Ballard on Twitter, brother. And the thing is, when you watch the replay and watch his face, he meant to do it, bro. He didn't just put his foot out, bro. Who is scoring backheel flicks in the top bins from the edge of the box, bro? That's my goal of the week, bro. Because as soon as I saw it, I said, "This is madness."
He's like near the penalty spot area, and he's just gone
Mad,
in the top corner, bro.
mad, bro. Giroud could never, bro. It was dark. It was dark. Yeah, Bournemouth's goal was a great goal. Actually, that team goal. Yeah, it was. Cody's goal was quality too. Yeah, man.
Yeah, Cody's
Mad,
goal
bro.
was slappage still. I can't lie.
Slappage, bro.
Yeah,
Yeah,
man,
I
just
thought
set
that.
it out of his feet, bang. Hold that keeper.
Yeah, man.
Hold that.
Obviously, Chelsea
the ball
and
didn't
Fulham.
even land, you know. It's a
Brother, I'm telling you, bro. I don't understand how he scored that, bro. Because the goalkeeper has no chance, you know. Like, goalkeeper has no chance, bro.
So I love the championship. It just, you know what it feels like? Authentic football. That's why I watch it so much now as well, bro. Because I just feel like I'm going to get a proper game of football. No one's trying to do the low block. Let's see it in the low block. Let's all put... No,
proper ball.
11v11. Let's go for it, innit? Let's scrap, bro. Yeah, mad tackles, everything.
Bro, it's absolute darkness, bro. Anyway. Stinker of the week, blood. The stinker of the week. There's a few I had in mind. So I was thinking about giving it to whole teams, managers. Thinking of that Villa game.
Yeah, cookage.
My stinker of the week was going to go to Aston Villa, but it's going to a player who plays for Aston Villa. Dottering Stanley. Shaking Stevens.
Why did he crash out? Why did he
Brother, this is a terrible debut, bro. For somebody who's so cold that all of us Liverpool fans wanted, bro. This is the worst debut, bro. First of all, the amount of times he got caught on the ball just dilly-dallying for no reason. Then the ball gets played to him. He dilly-dallies on the edge of the box. And Hinsel Timber just takes it off him. Scores the goal. Then you fall over and decide to kick a man's penis off, bro, for no reason.
Hit him in his chest, bloody.
All up in the midriff and that. And then do the face like, didn't do anything. The VAR did. Ref said, get off the pitch, bro.
Yeah, it's
Red
like,
card, you pussy. Absolute stinker, bro. What about you, man?
I'm gonna give it to. So I was leaning towards him. I was leaning towards what's his face, man? Unai Emery as well, and I was leaning towards Carrick as well because now you're in the big time. When you've got the job, sometimes I'm only looking after the store still, but when they give you the job now and the pressure is on,
It's different, isn't it?
Yeah, it's different.
You know what people say about like looking after babysitting people's kids and that? You get to give them back.
I can be
It's all good.
You know what I mean?
It's all good in that till that mom don't come back and that she chooses cocaine over the kids. Now you're stuck with them.
Why cocaine?
I don't know. I was gonna say crack, but allow it. Probably heroin in it.
But you know what? I'm gonna be harsh to our team. I'm gonna give it to Soboslai, bro.
Okay.
Yeah, like Sav, I said, and the reason why I'm gonna keep him. I said it even in the previous game, in the Como game, and I said he can't keep. I swear down, bro. Mystic Meg settings. I said he can't keep leaving Gravenberch alone in the midfield on his own. He just can't do it. Can't stop doing it. Stop pressing ahead of everyone else. Stay in there, play. But the system just looks. And he's a player though. He's a top player, but I think it's him, bro. I'm giving it to him, bro. I ain't gonna lie. I'm giving it to him, bro.
Them two are lucky though. The fullbacks, the Lucha brothers, they're lucky they escaped it, bro. Because whatever pre-workout,
let the Lucha brothers.
Whatever pre-workout they're taking, they got stopped, bro.
Hey, our Lucha brothers, call him that
sometimes. Yeah, you know, bro, because you know when you watch Lucha wrestling, it's all fast for no reason. Yeah. Like, calm down, bro. Not everyday Rey Mysterio, bro. Just do it. Yeah, bro. Just everyday Spanish flies and diving out the ring, bro. Just Roman Reigns wrestle, bro. Stop diving everywhere, bro. Fucking these men are on some next hype, bro. They're on some, bro. Nah, man. Bare animations and that.
Lucha brother, just bare quicks out there, just rapid,
bro, just fast for no reason and that, bro. Yeah, man. I see Josh said, okay, Josh gave it to Virgil Van Dementia's dark, bro. That's God who's got Manchester United are up there. Joe Gomez, Peter Schmeichel begging it with Lewis Hall. Big up proper Chelsea. Yeah, he was like on a pitch losing his rag. Savage, did you guys draw in the end or lost 2-1? What the fuck? Liverpool. Nah, 2-2. Felt like we lost though. You get me? Big up Song said anyone miss Curtis Jones. Funny enough, Curtis Jones would have been the sub to make it. we need to slow the game down, bro. Would have been the sub to make. We don't have him anymore, bro. Is that Inter Milan, bro?
Sav, I've never seen a team control the game, but without controlling the game in my life. You know, I've watched football for how many years, and that when we started the second half, yeah, the man them came out on it, bro. Bopped the ball around, punching passes in, controlling the game. But without controlling the game.
Oh, I just realized, big up, Dan. He said, my thing says 2-1. You know why it says 2-1? Because I had work and I put this in and the game was about to finish and then Sobo scored. So, fuck it, he can stay, bro, just to remind us how shit we are, bro. Big up Charles, man.
Oh, man.
Nah, bro, it's dark, man. But
I just give it to him. He just wound me up so much yesterday, bro. Just watching him run around the pitch. And you know what? There was the icing on the cake for me. I don't know if you saw it. There was a moment when they had the ball and they had about 6 players close to each other, and he decided to press, and they just played 1-2 around him. And
yeah, they rondoed him.
And I was like, this is exactly what I'm saying.
You know this from gaming, and for Call of Duty and Fortnite players, you know this. We call them tryhards, bro.
Tryhards.
And the reason why they're called that is because they're trying to do their best, but sometimes tactics in it. And he's on some, and I know why he's doing it because he's puffing out his chest and he's on. I'm not having my team being dragged through the mud like I did last season, bro. And he stepped up last season, but we allowed it last season because we were shits in it. He's on some, oh, so you man are just not going to press and let them have the ball. All right, I'll do it myself then. Thanos thing. And now you look like a crackhead.
Because you're not understanding it. And I said, like, we can sometimes look at the players and go, footballing IQ sometimes need a bit of an adjustment. But when you're doing things like that, sometimes and it happens, innit? And maybe stems from me just watching Barcelona being it's cool.
Well, you do know the problem is that, like, I'm not trying to be one of them fancy content creators who just say the word football IQ and don't know what the fuck they're talking about, bro. Jamie came out. When the football IQ, the intelligence and that.
Yeah.
The way football is now with academies and stuff, by the time you get to this stage, you either got it or you don't. You ain't learning it from this point on. Now you can get instructions from your manager and follow the instructions to a T, and it can make you look better. They're the players that usually once they leave a club, they look rubbish again, or they don't. So, for example, no disrespect, because I think Sterling's one of the coldest players to think, but Sterling's an example of I'm a baller in terms of street level. I need instructions. If you give me the right instructions, I'll look cold under
Mhm.
Guardiola for time. As soon as you leave, you get me? There's a few of them. Certain man look good under Klopp. Sound like a great idea to leave Liverpool. You will be exposed as an all right player once you leave Liverpool, and the system ain't there to back you anymore, bro. And now no one's calling you world class. And then that's why the world class thing starts happening. You go, was he world class or was? Well, no, he was world class for the system at that time. But world class players are just world class, bro. You move them on, they ball out somewhere else. Harry Kane now is definitely world class because you moved him on, it just does the same shit wherever he goes. So some people don't have that. Sobo's of the age now where it's like you can give him instructions to stop doing that. Certain things he'll never figure out. That's why in Sobo in tight spaces is not good. Verts is. See the difference, like, and the thing is, everyone's going to be onto Verts more than the other side of the game. I'm watching this game, and not that it's going to change the result like that, but all I can think of, and I can't tell you how much I miss this player, and this one game. If we don't get, bruv, I don't know what steroid you want to inject into Ekatike, yeah? When I mean we need him, bro, because he's not just fox in the box. He links up with brother.
Yeah,
we need him. He's not going to change everything, but we need him. Honestly,
his intelligence is ridiculous, bro. The way he links and the way that he plays without fear. And you know what's hurting my feelings, Sav? And I know you've seen the pictures as well. Him watching the training sessions.
Oh, bro, that's bro. That picture of him looking through the fence like a gal blood.
And he was like celebrating, like yeah. I was like, oh man, allow it, man. Bro, you want something? And there was one when he's sitting on the cooler box, bro, just like.
Yeah, man. Big up Hecky Nation, man. If you know, you know. Come on.
But yeah, I just think he hasn't. Yeah, when you're looking at IQ, footballing IQ, it's just about making the right decisions all the time. That's why Wharton looks so accomplished, because you can see, like, even though I don't rate him as high as like some people do, but when I watch him, I'm like, he clearly has intelligence in it. I always think, like, what do we need? But now I'm just like, it's never the fact that I don't think that he'll do well in our team, because I think he would. It's never the fact that I don't think we need a DM, because I think getting a DM would look. Yeah. But I always look at what is the manager doing now? Because normally you look at your system, right, and you go, we're playing this system with these players, but this player is surplus to requirement. So if Grav is in there and he's actually in the DM, and playing in the DM and staying in the DM, but he keeps getting run past, or people keep moving. You know, similar to when Mac. You remember when we played Mac in the six, and it wasn't that Mac wasn't a good player, but people kept running past him.
Yeah, he couldn't do anything about it because physically he just couldn't do it.
And that's why we swapped it with Grabs.
It's what you said about Fingy before he left Fabinho. We didn't know the legs around him, so he had the right idea to stop you, but he was always a half a second late.
Half a second too late. So if we're playing that type of system, Sav, at Liverpool, and I go, oh, maybe it's just the personnel. You get the other personnel, and this will be better. But we're not even playing with a player that stays in that position, if that makes sense. So if you're not, and it's continuously happening, even if I bring in another player, then I think the tactics might mean he doesn't even stay there as well, just by what I'm watching.
Yeah. And the problem we've got is any team that plays against us, which doesn't require you to be good, it's just attributes. Any team that's got loads of speed at the top of the pitch against us are going to fancy their chances, because they did last season. They will this season as well. They'll try to soak up the pressure. If we're very clinical at the top of the pitch, it won't matter. We'll just beat the team. But if we're missing chances or not creating enough, they'll just wait for a turnover and go at us, bro. And that's part of the intelligence as well. Can you think quick enough? See, Song said the same thing. Max the opposite. Sharp mind, useless legs. Yeah, because he came on, and I seen they tried to break, and he clamped somebody straight away on the edge of the box. In the same spot where we lost the ball for the 2 goals. He clamped somebody instantly. Mac will just take the yellow card because he didn't care. But then I don't want someone on the pitch that, let's play Matt because he can take a yellow card. That's what we're resorting to. Yeah. We can't play. Yeah. We can't find a player who has the legs, can play football, and will take a yellow card.
And does the manager go? Because I know we're asking for one, and I'm not saying the opinion is wrong or anything. We're asking for a 6, someone to play in that position. But even if we get that person, is the manager going to play with the 6 as a 6? Or if this guy comes in, but he's got the attributes to carry the ball as well, is he going to start going, I can carry the ball as well, because the instructions isn't to
judging the way Bournemouth played, no, they won't stay.
Because Grav can play. We won the league with Grav staying. And I remind people, he stayed in the 6. He was one of the best players in the season.
He stayed in the 6 till January, bro, and then after that.
Until we started going, we got the league wrapped up. Yeah,
exactly. So I don't understand how you can see something that works and go, nah. Because let's be honest, even if the player was like not the happiest with it, so professional football, bro.
Yeah, staying.
I'm the manager. You get paid to do what. If you're doing the job right, you can only question me when it's going wrong, bro. But clearly, you got player of the season that time. We won the league. Salah scored as much goals as like everything was there, bro. So Covenant's right. What's the point of these player profile if they're going to vacate the position? Listen, the one thing we don't want to fall into is if you're in the DM, you can't run with the ball, you can't carry the ball, you can't attack. That's not true. Caicedo does it. It just can't be most of your game. Like if we're doing on a percentage, 85% of it needs to be your defensive, and 50, that's why Kante. If you go check out how many goals he scored for Chelsea, I don't even know. But I'm guessing it's about 6 max or something like that. It can't be much. Fabinho for Liverpool, they had the one season when he scored like 7, but 3 of them were penalties, bro.
Yeah.
You can always see, like, if your DM scoring too many goals, bro, there's probably something wrong in your team. You're rather elite to the point where you can just do what you want.
Yeah.
Or there's something going wrong. And we have to question that. If Virgil scores more goals than your winger or your striker, there's a problem in your team.
Yeah,
it's good that he scored the goals, but you man have got issues, bro. What do you mean? That his job is to stop goals, not score them. So you're right, man. And the thing is, I'm glad we're having this conversation because I'm not trying to I am trying to over content creators. I don't care, bro. But it's about having smart conversation. Everyone's just gonna run around and go. I know without watching anyone, as soon as the game's done, this is why we needed blah blah. This is why we needed this guy. Brother. Put any of them in there. If they do what these man did yesterday in the system, the same thing's happening. The exact same thing. So it's a bit of a stinker, to be honest, bro. But hopefully we'll sort it out. Let's see what go on in the news, though. It was pretty much transfer news on that. I did read some stuff on Newcastle and the PIF because they were talking about. I think we had a conversation the other day about the Saudis probably packing up from Newcastle and moving, but they asked them and they said they're content with how it's going at the moment and they're not looking to leave, but who knows? Because man could be lying in it. Crystal Palace reached verbal agreement to sign Axel Disasi from Chelsea. That was a couple of days ago.
Good signing.
18, yeah, the thing was personal agreement was 3 days ago, but I think 10 minutes ago. Yeah, I got here we go from Fabrizio, I think. Leeds are preparing a loan bid for Mykhailo Mudryk from Chelsea. Ongoing talks.
So, oh my gosh. Speed
in it. Newcastle have made a bid in the progress and talks with Nico Gonzalez from Man City. Okay. That's an interesting one because I watched that Guardiola documentary on the weekend. And in that documentary, they've got them signing Savinho, Marmoush, Gonzalez, and none of them gone. So it's a bit of a mad one. It's almost like Guardiola signing people in his last season, and then new man came in and said, "Yeah, we don't want them though." So, Aston Villa's made contact with Chelsea over Nicholas Jackson because Ollie Watkins is looking to go to Al Hilal. Because the report saying that he's refusing to play, and I don't know if that's the truth. I'm not even going to put it out there, but if he moves over to Al Hilal, Nicholas Jackson to Villa, which will actually work. Nicholas Jackson's all right still. Like, he's a bit erratic at times and that, but sometimes I see him and I'm like, he's one of those. He's got a bit of the Nunes about him, innit? Catch him on the wrong day, you fucked, bro. But should be interesting. Also, Al Hilal made a club-to-club contact with Arsenal over signing Gabriel Martinelli, not Saliba, so don't worry about that. And the Newcastle manager, I watched this after the game yesterday. They asked him about Lewis Hall because obviously Manchester United trying to get a left back.
Yeah.
The fans seem set that they think Lewis Hall's joining Manchester United. The Newcastle manager said, no. His words exactly were, no, not a chance. He's not going anywhere. So, and then obviously when the game was on yesterday, Bawadi signed for Manchester City now, 95 million euros plus 5 million in add-ons. He said his goodbyes to all the fans at Lille.
Can't wait to see him play. Can't wait to see him play.
Same,
I think he'll like obviously when we was looking at players to get, I just think because he's tidy in it, you can tell like he's young, but you can tell he plays with an air of intelligence, bro. The IQ level in his game is he makes the simple things. Oh, let me make an angle and get the ball and turn and pass it. Like, and I watched our team yesterday and I saw, you know what I don't like, Sav? I don't like when I see players have to point to players where to stand.
It's horrible. Unless you're a kid, I don't want to see it.
Yeah, and that's when you're learning. And I'm just like, so it tells me two things. You're not scanning, so your awareness levels are shocking. That you're not even seeing that. Yo, I'm not. You know when we're playing clubs and a man will stand behind a player and call the ball, it irritates my
It's
soul
fucking
so
horrible,
much.
bro. And then
And
they
I'm just
complain
like,
about how come we didn't get to them.
how can? But because I'm always thinking, right? The IQ is that the game's obviously programmed to have a line of sight. So if you go into behind the player, the line of sight now is through the player.
Yeah, so it's
ball
gonna go to the
cleared.
other players.
So you've got to pull as wide as you possibly can, or make an angle as wide as you can. Just over anticipate that if maybe the angle I'm viewing it from isn't the angle I'm creating is not wide enough. So let me move even an extra bit to get the ball.
Yeah.
And I saw Virgil yesterday pointing to the players like, yo, no, stand there, so he can give you the ball. And I'm just like, wouldn't you just do that naturally? And I think when I've watched Boadi plays, he does that. Just makes angles straight away, get him on the ball. That's why Vitinha looks so good. He's just always making sure he's in the right position to get the ball off of his teammates.
When you're young and a baller, you just want to play football, innit? So being in a DM role with the freedom is almost perfect. If you're not so set on scoring goals all the time, it's the best place to be. You get most of the ball. You get to dictate what you want to do. That's why he looked so good in the World Cup, because that's how he was moving, bro. Against Brazil, he mopped them up, bro. He's just like, yeah, give me the ball, innit? Give it me, I'll move it. And I see why Man City's done that, because obviously the legs of Rodri, not the way he plays, but just his legs, especially with the injury, slowed down a little bit, and he wasn't the fastest. But Wadi's going to have the same with speed behind him, a bit more physical at the moment. Actually, not more physical than Rodri, but he can get around a little bit more. Seen this Leipzig of Nkunku to AC Milan, but that was a bit mad. 3.5 million loan, 30 mil obligation to buy.
Fair, bro.
Yeah. So I thought that was a bit of a mad one. And then I think I messaged you in the group yesterday because I was confused when I was watching Bournemouth versus Man City, because I was literally watching the bench of Marmoush and Grealish sat next to each other, and then the game finished and it said, "Here we go, Marmoush to Spurs."
He's going Spurs, bro.
With obligation to buy 50 mil. And I know what Spurs are doing. I mean, I know what Man City is doing with that. Some underhanding tactics. People are wondering how come he's gone for 50, but Savinho's gone for 100. Well, it's because they were trying to do a double deal. Obviously, they've got a salon fee in it, Frank, and Man City don't want to pay it. They don't want to pay the percentage on it. So the lower the fee is, the less we have to pay you. And I think it has to be over 50 mil. So
they said we loan you as well, that's going to depreciate.
Yeah, so basically, even if, say, they'd done a double deal and it was just, even though it was like days apart, they done double deal for Savinho and Marmoush. They would have done like 125 for Savinho and then 25 for Marmoush, just because. Yeah, you can little 4%, bro, but it's going to be 4% of 25 mil.
They're trying to knock in.
Yeah.
And I found like the money maybe don't matter now to some of these clubs because they're working in different ways now, innit?
Yeah, because they don't want to show up on their books, innit?
Mm.
Revenue to spend, so I don't know, man. It's a bit of a messy one still, but yeah, it gets like that. Be able to chat though, man. 5 minutes Q&A. Any questions you don't want to throw in the chat, throw it in for the next 5 minutes, and then we'll get the hell out of here. I think Godwin just asked me about Minter. Did you, bro? So have your opinion on Minter? Oh yeah, I've not been online, spoke about Minter at all. I'm all right with Minter, bro. Like, I like him in it. I'm trying to simplify stuff in it, overcomplicate things. People get better when they get a better club sometimes. Sometimes they drown. Minter has certain attributes that would be good for Liverpool. I have to keep it at a certain level because I don't know how Iraola wants to play yet. So it's pointless me saying he'll be great for us if I don't know how he wants to play. He's tenacious with the way he runs with the ball. He's a bit unconventional, which is good because you don't know, for a defender, you don't know where he's going to go. And he's got a really good cross on him. Obviously,
he can score goals.
Yeah, I was going to say, the negative is going to be for people, his output's not that high, but okay, I don't know what. Yeah, I mean, he could obviously have done more. He also plays for Brighton. But I've seen people with not good output and come to Liverpool and play better, bro. So I'm not too mad at it, man. I know one thing. Judging by our right wing yesterday, he would have been better there. I can tell you that. So, and I think he would have been better than on our right wing than anybody in our team yesterday. So, yeah, Lewis Hall wouldn't have had a free ride. You get me? He wouldn't have had that against him. So, I don't know. But I guess,
and you know why? I think with Lewis Hall as well, he had a good game, obviously because he played well. But also, I just think it's our own doing, bro. I actually think if you shift the gap over there for a little bit, he would have got moved to, because I feel like it would have been a different type of profile to deal with in that moment. Because as Mooney has come on, bro, you can see that he was more in the game then. You could see that, oh shit, I've got to work. Okay, he's gonna run. I got to make sure I'm in the right position. But yeah, man, we're on down for. Sometimes you look at some things and you're just like, it's just simple fixes, you know. It's not even difficult fixes.
It's simple.
And you're just hoping that the club sees it. But then at the same time, you're like, there's a reason why they're not going to buy these unknown players at times. Commercially, it doesn't make sense, especially if they got big brands like Adidas and stuff. They want the top players in there. And that's why Wirtz and Isak and these man make sense, because the big players are playing. When you have big players at your football club, the valuation goes up. If FSG is planning to sell and they wanted to sell, that's already saying, you know, we've got this guy, we've got that guy, we've got this guy in our team. But if you're buying the players that we think we should buy, lowers the value in it. But they're not thinking like that. They're thinking about, we got a good enough team to win and compete. We're going, no, we don't. We need better players. But the better players doesn't mean more money. It just means finding the right profiles. But there's so much different things these owners and how these clubs are operating now, completely different to just looking at it from an outer view of just, oh, it's football. Put, you know, good profiles together. We'll go and win and beat other teams. They're like, nah, there's other stuff. You know what I mean? Yeah. You buy this a 19-year-old from, you know, I don't know, from Colombia, bro, cold player. You know, if he comes into the team, he would cook. But they're like, he's an unknown entity. Like, do you know what I mean? No one's putting his name on the back of a shirt. Do you know what I mean? So it's all of these things.
It's weighing up your options, isn't it?
Yeah, it's not how we grew up watching football, in it. It's all different now.
Yeah, it's horrible, man.
Yeah, hate it or love it, is what it is, innit? But we're still gonna complain. Still gonna complain over little things, man. No, we're not talking about Barca and Madrid, or is that? It's just Premier League. Sorry.
No, I was gonna say, honestly, just asked you about. I mean, I don't know why he's asking if you saw it, because that's a crazy.
Yeah. While I was doing the calling, I was watching it.
Yeah,
I was watching it. But yeah, now what I expect, innit? Barca.
I lost a bet because of you lot. Because I put Barca to win 6-0 on, bro. You fuckers, bro.
Oh, 6-0.
Yeah.
Yeah, the team ain't fit yet for those results, man. Maybe the next game. But yeah, they just got pure speed. I think the way that they play and the way that they're gonna press, they're gonna cause a lot of teams. See, okay, you see how we would like Liverpool to operate. Adeyemi, Gordon, you know, like you get these players. They're not like the creme de la cremes. Obviously, Gordon costs a little pretty penny, but that's, I think, just Englishmen moving from the Premier League. But it's a similar way in it. You want to go and get these little players out of nowhere.
Fuck Gordon. And I mean, obviously, I didn't want Adeyemi to leave Dortmund, but he was always injured. But you got him for 20 mil. So there's no excuse for Liverpool.
You just throw all of these players, and because of the profiles, it suits what we're trying to do. Similar to how we want Liverpool to operate. But the way that Barcelona operates a Liverpool operation is different, innit? Barcelona is a giant club regardless of whoever they get, but they've built their foundations on bringing through academy players.
Their coach is sporting director as well, bro. And ours is an idiot, bro.
Yeah, so that's how they've built their reputation. Oh, La Masia. Yeah, we're getting these players. They're going to come through. We've never been like that. Now we're in a position now where we want our profile to be higher. So we're going to go out there and get, even if the profile for the players are incorrect to what we're trying to do, it makes sense from a commercial and business sense to go and get Florian Wirtz, Isak, and these men in our team. That's because they're going to sell shirts, you know, even like Barcola. You're like, we could probably, the money that we're planning to spend on Barcola, similar to when we looked at Florian Wirtz and similar to Isak, we could go and spend on 3 players that will make the team 10 times better. But we're going to spend what 120, maybe 130 on Barcola if we even get this across the line. But that's purely because he's a young player, but he's a top player, and commercially makes sense. People are going to want to buy that shirt. But if we get a similar profile, which is like Minte, like he's got same speed, trickery, you know what I mean? He's even more experience in the Premier League than Barcola does. But the name don't shout out. People are like,
it's getting embarrassing though, man.
Because I'll buy Minted name on my shirt, blood.
Yeah, man. But like, bet your stakes on some of these players, bro. It's getting embarrassing, like doing all this. We're gonna splash the cash when you can see other players out there, man. Like, come from the foundation, what we know, innit? I don't really like going back to Mane and Salah and all that when in terms of on the pitch, because that was ages ago now. But as a business, but Mane and Salah's known, but he was known as a failure. And Mane's commercial value was nothing at Southampton, bro. Firmino's commercial value is nothing, bro. It got built up. You ended up laughing by the end of it. Now, you didn't get money for them like that, but it didn't matter because they won you all the stuff in it. That's the trade-off. The trade-off in the business is they either make you more money while they're at the club and win you stuff, or they get their value up and we sell them and they make me more money back, even if it's 5 million more. otherwise from that, bro, there's no like loss. But we've got this new way of doing stuff now, and you're hedging your bet on players who are class players, but every time you look at them, these are all players from other clubs where they're on the bench or they're just decent because they're. So the Man City's done it with Elliot Anderson. Luckily, they don't have money problems, but I don't want to diss him as a player, but that's crazy. It's like it's not a diss against him. It doesn't change him as a player. That's stupid. It's dumb, bro. Remember, everyone was costing the Grealish one, and Grealish was good at Villa, bro. Really good. He cost more than Grealish. Think of what I was saying, bro.
Yeah.
He cost more than Rice. He cost more than Caicedo. He cost more than Enzo Fernandez. He cost more than all of these, man, bro. He cost more than Craver. It's Dembele prices, bro.
Yeah.
Remember, we don't come from a place where we were doing that for DMs and midfielders. That was reserved for strikers, bro. Because goals are currency in football. But yeah, man. To be fair though, like the Barca game looked good. The game weren't good, not because of you lot. But
it's just not like our football stuff. That's all.
No. I don't mean that. You'll get this as well. If you watch the Real Madrid game, even though you just forget how you feel about them, just enjoy football because I can watch a Barcelona game. But like, once I know that you've destroyed the team, I'm like, well, this is for me. This is now the game's reserved for Barca fans to enjoy it because I know where this game's going. And once I seen man cut in and Rafinha get a penalty, I said this game is done, bro. Like let's not even go there. And Rafinha looks sharp as shit, bro. He looks sharp as hell.
Told you, bro.
I said, okay, that's the Rafinha I know. Madrid game was a little bit different because it weren't that there was a struggle against Espanyol. They were obviously a little bit better than Elche. That's not a problem.
Yeah.
But like they were decent on the counter attack. But Mourinho did a few things, and I get it. He's trying to figure out his new team and stuff like that. And I knew from before the game starts because he's trying to get Trent into midfield. But he started with Bernardo and Valverde in the double pivot. It doesn't make any sense, bro. It doesn't make. You're just gonna have the same problem that Liverpool have. People just run by them. So you needed somebody else there. Tchouaméni probably. Arda and Bellingham were the best players on the pitch. Mbappe looked sharp, but Vinny didn't look good at all, bro. You get me. The problem with Vinny is Mourinho is actually the right manager for him because if he doesn't, if Vinny doesn't pick up his game playing for Mourinho, then he just won't pick up his game again because he needs someone to tell him, bro. Like he's one of them people that's so good that he's just like flippant with his talent. Like, when the ball drops, I'll just cut in and get this on. And it's becoming less frequent. Whereas Mbappe, it's the opposite, bro. Mbappe is the one you're looking at. You're like, nah, you're so good that you should be able to do that. But he's playing like he's not. Like he's playing like he's hungry for something, bro. He did what when you back you got man trying to mark you in that and you're trying to hold them up. Someone played the ball into him and he flicked it off his toe, bro, and span man and ran off. I'm like,
it's so cold, man. This guy,
yeah,
bro.
man. I think he was annoying though. Dumfries, bro. Like he just runs, bro. Like,
but he's a Mourinho guy, Sam.
I know.
I knew once Mourinho got him, bro. And I know we had the convo about it. I just knew he'd play.
It's defense first with him, obviously.
First. Rough man up. I don't care.
But he was out of his depth, bro. Like you could see the other Madrid players looking at him like, brother, like you're just gonna keep running because we're trying to. And then they brought Trent on and Diamond together, and Trent does what we was talking about with Cucurella and all that. Not Cucurella, with Calafiori, where he steps into midfield. Because they were talking about that on the weekend about Mourinho wanting to play Trent in midfield. Soon as Trent come on, as soon as he come on, the game looked way better. Diamond though, he's got that Semenyo thing, bro, that Man City fans don't like, where he's got a really good cross, but he just won't cross it first time. He cuts back and then jink and then jink and then jink again, and then the last time you think he's crossing it, he'll jink one more time. Say, brother, stop jinking and just cross the ball, bro.
Nah, if you're a striker, bro, and that's why I don't know. I feel sorry for Isak sometimes, because I watch man jink. I've watched Ping Pong jink so many times. So you got one man on the other side. What did you call him again? The Lucha Brothers, yeah.
The Lucha Brothers, bro.
You got he jink, didn't cross. So you, as a striker, you're like, I'm red. Okay.
Bro, it's horrible, bro. It's hard because I was watching Haaland do it. Semenyo had the ball on the wing, and Haaland obviously he knows that once I made this run, I can out jump most people. Yeah. And he went to jump in, and Semenyo cut back in, so he dropped back off. He went, and then Semenyo cut back in again. I said him just throw his hands up. Very enough.
And then the other side, Sam, the other Lucha brother, he's just firing the ball.
He's firing the ball, bro. Now the other side, you're waiting for the cross in the air. He's gonna kick at your kneecap, and then when you want it at your kneecap, he's gonna kick it in the air, bro. You know when
the
you
other guy's trying to
when you used to troll
confront him,
thingy. You know when you used to troll KDB about just puts the ball into space.
Yeah.
Okay, that's how Kirkus plays at all times, yeah. But he's not even putting it into good position. We're just kicking the ball.
He stood the ball, the ball landed to him. And I'm like, yeah, set it out of his feet. Put this in. Man hit someone's shins. I said, bruv, you've calmed yourself down. You shifted it. Yeah? Set. Now you just guile it. You know what I mean? Just put
Just
it in the
guide it,
box.
man.
Man
Yeah,
hit someone's shin,
sometimes
kneecap, ankle.
sometimes drink once, give yourself half a second and whip it.
Put the ball in.
Just put the ball in the box, bro, because the striker doesn't even have to get to it. It can cause a bubble. The keeper can punch it and hit. Yeah, man. Crazy, bruv. Josh said, bro, if we don't get 2 here we goes on 2 players by the time copies go live on Monday night live, the season's a write-off. Don't worry, man. Minter and Barcolo will be done, bro. Just know.
Yeah, the only thing with Minter, I like him, bro, but I just think we're buying a player that's interesting. I've got to wait. And then,
yeah, and his Bottas as well, man. The Bottas. No, it's not good for
like shade or something.
But we can't use him.
Like shade, bro.
No, we can't use him.
On the flip
No,
side,
stop saying stuff. Stop saying stuff. We can't use him on advertisements, bro. You know when Real Madrid got rid of Di Maria because it's Bottas, bro. You can't use him on advertisements, bro.
Are you saying then? Let me. I'm just trying to figure out. Are you saying on the flip side? So we got good-looking men in our team. Is that what you're saying?
I knew he was gonna say that, bro. I knew.
Is that what you're saying? Yes.
No. I'm not saying that, bro. But this kid's a scary looking, bro.
I know his shade is different, innit? I know we're not used to it.
All I'm saying is, man, them are only gonna buy him into.
I said I only rate Mane, but he's the best African player there is. That's what he said.
Man said SM was number 2 in that, bro. I know, man. We're waiting for Salah's name to pop up. Salah's name was never popping up, boy. Man, them tried to gas it yesterday. You see Salah's first goal? I saw that shaky goal, bro. It's all right.
I don't even understand why it's a big, bruv. It's the Turkish league, bruv. Man ain't giving Osimhen no ratings, bruv.
I know, bruv. Big up finger though. Flacco's about to join him in it.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, they're trying to get the band back together. I hear it still. Why not? The might as well join them still. Anyway.
Big up song.
Now. You know, with a current squad, who is your starting midfield 3 ends?
All right, so what was the stream, Sav, we mentioned about playing with 2-8s? There was a stream in pre-season before pre-season. It was like, maybe Liverpool should go back to playing 2-8s and playing with a 6, and one of them would stay. Then you definitely have to stay in the 6 then.
You can't, listen, remember when I said McAllister and Wirtz can't play together? Well, now you're going to find out that Sabo and Wirtz can't play together either, bro.
They can't, bro. Honestly, they can't. So my midfield 3 would be going into the next game.
Look at Enz. He wants to say Curtis. He don't play for us no more. So
yeah, he doesn't, does he? Fuck's sake.
Because that's exactly who you want to say.
In the black and blue as well, bro. I can't wait to see this brother play for Inter. You know, they smoked. Who did they smoke the other day? 4-1. It's a difficult one. I'd still play Grabs.
Mm-hmm.
I would bring in Trey.
Mm-hmm.
And I would play Wirtz. And the reason why I would play those 3 just to see, I just want to see something. Because I think, you know, when we're speaking about making the right decisions, Wadi, making the right decisions, I think with Trey, he makes the right decisions, which in turn will give us control in the game.
He does,
because he'll get it, pass it. Make angle, get it, pass it, get it, pass it. It alleviates Grav getting the ball and the manager telling me, like, oh, I don't want to change that part of his game. That means I already know if he's playing at the base, he's not saying do not make runs. He's not saying don't carry the ball. I think Trey won't do it as much. He'll make passes instead.
Yeah,
I'll keep Wirtz because I think he knits the team together really well in the game I watched in the last game. And I think when he came off, we stopped playing football in the right way. He started shooting like he didn't have a pillow foot, which was good. The left-footed shot was a good save from the goalkeeper, and then the one at the edge of the box. And I think you need Gravs because I think he carries the ball really well. I just want him to shoot more and stop doing stupidness. And a lot of people was like, no, would you drop Sobo? I just think with all of Sobo's great skill sets in the way he carries, the way he runs and he presses and all that, it's a hindrance if he's not going to do it controlled. It's a massive hindrance, bro. And I kept seeing gaps. And these gaps are not gaps where you're like, it takes a clever team to play into. It doesn't. It just takes oh, there's space. Let me just pass it to the guy in the space.
Yeah.
It takes a little bit of intelligence just to, we can turn there and we can carry the ball. And that's why players were getting a little bit of joy. And they weren't getting a joy where they were moving to us. The only player that was moving to us was Vissa, really. Alanga, apart from the one run, was he really in the game like that? Like, if we're being honest, bro, like, was he apart from like his defensive work, getting back and stuff, apart from the one run where he's just left man for dead, even Barnes on the other side, if we're being honest, I don't think he had a.
No, because Liverpool had, well, of course not, because Liverpool had most of the ball, bro.
And then so Vissa was the one where I'm just like, not only from a defensive standpoint, this brother was killing us in the attack as well.
The way he was defending the first half, Vissa, bro, like this geezer was defending like a centre back, bro. I said, "Raw, Tid, bro, you trying to make your point, innit?" Because obviously
Every
last season when he
second
got signed after having a great, he got signed after having his best season ever for Brentford, and then obviously gets to Newcastle, they don't play him straight away because he had all them problems, and then he comes in, they don't do anything, bro. So, but yeah, I hear you though with the front three.
Yeah,
Big up Morris.
go with.
Sav, when your next wrestling stream / video today, probably today. I'm gonna try locking today. So, nah, not probably. It'll be today. LFC took a chance on Grav, 35 mil. He's in a big commercial player, and he's not a big commercial player, but everyone knew who Grav was though. Grav was a wonder kid in it, and yeah, as you saw, like once you can fool fans. Once everyone knows that there was a name about, it's one of those ones in it. So. Question: can our fan base stop this obsession with ex-players? Kanate made one mistake. See, I told you who he is, but oh yeah, I saw that. Listen, we're content creators, in it. So like, Ends knows this, bro. Man, them can just lie in it. If you're not watching the whole game, you can just lie. Because I saw that. I seen like a Liverpool fan try and post some clip of Kanate in the Real Madrid game of like a pass what didn't make it or something, and I was like, you might want to go check the Real Madrid fans today because the consensus is that Kanate had a great game. I don't know what you're talking about.
No, but that's the thing, though, Sav. They go off similar to when the Arojo thing. There was like, but Barca fans are saying, I don't know what Barca fan you're talking about.
I know. Literally watching the game, and the commentators are beginning Kanate. They're talking about how him and Howson together works perfect, and then obviously all the Madrid's like, no, because he's a colossus in the air, innit? So. Can you imagine when you got
clearances and interceptions he made in the brother? He was brother.
Bro, the best part of him was the thing where he'd win the ball and step out with it. Which, to be fair, I didn't say earlier. Fingy was really good. Fingy's really good at that. Jacke, like he's really good at it, bro. That's cold. That's one thing that they've got. Okay, you got rid of Kanate. He's got the same thing. His passing's better than he steps out and he just plays like a midfielder, bro. But Virgil's gonna have to. There's not a Virgil step up thing. Everyone losing their mind about that. No. Virgil's just gonna have to remember that. You don't have Kanate next to you now. You don't have a man next to you who's even been part of the team for long. So at your late age, you're teaching somebody else again. If you want him to be on the front foot and you're going to back off, let him know early in it. But it is what it is, bro. Nah, bro. Man said pretty boys and that. Just allow me, man. Where's any more questions? Nah, I think we're good. We got the chat though, man. One more game today. Chelsea, Fulham. Tomorrow I'll be back with Team of the Week. Same time. You say you don't know if you got any more streams today? Are you not sure?
Nah, I don't know yet, bro. I'm thinking, man. I think I'll see what's there in it and we'll have a conversation, man. I just don't want to force a conversation. So
yeah, for the sake of it.
If there's anything worthy having a conversation, but to be fair, I haven't checked to see any news or what's been going on or what's been said. Like, you know what I mean, the fallout of the game and stuff. Now everyone's kind of had a few hours to kind of decompress from what we saw, and the emotions are kind of settled. Maybe there's a difference in the conversation, but yeah, like I don't want to get dragged into, if we get a DM, we're gonna fix it. When I'm just watching like basics, bruv. You outnumber in the team, bruv, and you man can't make a tackle. It doesn't make sense. Hopefully, we had one more player. And then I look at does the manager even want to play with DM? And if he does want to play with DM, you know, and this DM is good at like maybe running with the ball as well, is he going to allow him? Because he said the same thing to Grav. I don't want to take that away from his game. And as I said, I think if the team was playing solely with that player and he was staying there and that was his job, but he just kept getting bypassed, or then I'll be like, you know what, it's the personnel, get someone else in and they'll do a better job in that role. And yeah, man, I just rather have better conversations now, man. That's the thing, innit? For those that want to listen and watch, and obviously, I just don't want to have generic conversation and then it doesn't go anywhere. Surface level. Gotta try
Yeah,
and
I'm not
break it
trying to
down
just
a
jump
little bit
online
more.
and.
Try and figure out what is going on, man.
No, I'm with you. I'm not just trying to jump online and complain about shit. Like, once I spoke about it, and on to the next game, bro. But there's hardly be signings and transfer stuff in between now, anyway. Ingoings and outgoings. So, we'll see, man. But big up the chat, man. Love for the love. I think I can't redirect, but I think Dean's live. Am I correct?
No, he's not. He's not now. He's
Oh,
not.
he's not.
Yeah.
Okay, Dean's not live then. Well, then you lot just go and enjoy the rest of your day, man. And
Mm.
back another time, man. Love for the love. Peace out, people. Yeah. Peace.